Hello and welcome to session 1. Session 1? Sure. We're getting back in time. Welcome to session 7. I can't read. 7s and 1s look alike. Leave me alone.
You
It's
really
the
are
Forgotten
silly,
Realms
aren't
Maxicampaign thing. Today, sadly, I have playing with me Jamal.
you? Sadly, fuck
Yeah.
you. You're a douchebag. What
Is
wrong
that your
with you?
character's name? Fuck, you're a douchebag. What's wrong with you? Cool.
That is my character now.
Jamal, who are you
Fuck,
playing?
you're a douchebag. I'm playing fuck you, you're a douchebag. What's wrong with you?
I'm good.
He's a mountain dwarf fighter.
Okay, and what's his name?
His name is fuck you, you're a douchebag. What's wrong with
Playing
you?
Thornham Deepstone. He dies first. Unfortunately, today I have playing with me Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh. Today we'll be playing Theodore Edison, who is a rock gnome artificer with his lovely, beautiful wife, Sarah.
To the chagrin of us all, I've got Salty.
Chagrin, I guess. Yeah, no,
Depends
I'm
where you come
Salty
from.
or Oscar. I'll be playing Bellinor Willowwind, the Wood Elf Bard of Creation.
And because we're all out of luck, we've got Moon.
I am Moon. I'm playing Kai Mongrove, our forest gnome cleric druid.
Shit, that Jamal impression was good.
And we needed one.
Someone's got to sound miserable. Right, how are we doing? So, Salty missed last week because, frankly, we just completely screwed him over and had the session while he was at work because I was tired. Last session... Shit, something's exploding. Well, last session somebody threw a fireball at our tavern, and this session somebody threw a fireball at Salty's house. Anyway, yeah, so basically, Bellinor Willowwind trotted off to the opera, excuse me. I seem to be a little gassy. We unravelled the plot eventually that Dalakar and another gnome whose name we never got had stolen the Stone of Galore. The Stone of Galore is known to be an item of legend wanted by both the Zendarim and the Xanathar guilds. It's unsure who threw the fireball, though a necklace, appearing to be a necklace of fireballs, fell down next to a young man. Who gave information and said that the person he saw cast the fireball looked a little like one of those automatons or androids that you see at the scroll down at the Temple of Inspired Hands. The House of Inspired Hands is Waterdeep's Temple of Gond, where they look towards the future and towards innovation and creation. Gond is a good temple full of good people, but nevertheless, the thrower looked like a Nimblewright, and you were informed by Theodore, as he is so well educated in the way of creating automatons and wives, that indeed programming could be changed, and perhaps this Nimblewright or automaton did something for a strange reason. You knew that the Stone of Galore was stolen and somebody ran off with it. We don't know who ran off with it. And we also know that there was a mysterious grimoire that was being carried to be inspected by the shopkeeper of the bookstore at the end of the road. However, that did not materialize either. After that, the characters did discuss the possibility of visiting the House of Inspired Hands to discover what had gone on. However, we are going to go back in time, before the fireball was thrown. And we're going to go to the opera. Mr. Bellinor. You were asked along to The Fall of Tiamat. An opera sung in Giant. Do you speak Giant?
I do not.
Well, you won't understand a word. Nevertheless, you will read on your program that is an opera sung in Giant. No, you won't. You'll read on your program that it's describing the evil Dragon Queen's defeat at the Well of Dragons. You go along to the Lightsinger Theatre. It's a high-end establishment, located in the Castle Ward. And your tickets are for a private box. During this private box, you are met by a gentleman He has quite fancy pants. He wears a hat askew upon his rather oversized head, and he has a large beard and a moustache curled very neatly. His long hair is oiled into ringlets down his back, and he looks to be in his late 50s. Goodness me, your house exploded again, twice in one session. Well, shit. He's a very portly man, and he's dressed in sort of a velvet doublet, and a rather tight pair of breeches with bright, shiny black boots on. And he looks over to you, and as he giggles, his belly wobbles at you, and he... Well, I hope you enjoy the opera. Perhaps we can talk business in the interval. But for now, this is one of my favourites. I do love seeing the dragons defeated, especially after all that drama of the dragon cult a while back. Do you like the opera, Mr. Bellinor?
I do enjoy the opera. My favorite character in this one is the turtle.
No. You did come across as a bit of a pompous one, but, well, I'm not one to judge. Care for some red wine? It's excellent vintage, 3 years.
Sure.
Excellent. It comes from some of the grapes from the Feywilds. Regardless, well, do enjoy and make yourself comfortable. Rainier will be here shortly, and Lerald Silverhand might drop by. You know, he's an old pal of mine. That's his seat there, and he sort of gestures next to him. Go ahead and give me a check of history. Because that's how we're doing it now. Check of history.
16.
16. You've heard once of Mert the Merciless. Perhaps this is he. He is a philanderer and an adventurer of sorts, or was. Judging by his portly girth, he's probably not much of an adventurer anymore, though he may still command both some power and possibly some skill. You do notice that he has a sword at his hip, slightly curved, with a very elegant sort of lion's face on the pommel that seems to roar, and the sword is being placed down its gullet. The first half of the opera goes on. As you watch, there's not much to see. Most of it is just sung, and they stand fairly still. After about 2.5 hours, the interval comes around. Judging by the fact that you didn't understand a single word of anything that was said, how did Bellinor enjoy the first half of the opera?
Knowing the tale of dragons already, I have a semblance of an idea of what's going on, just not knowing exactly what part's going on at what position. I just really am enjoying looking at the turtle with all of his scoots singing. It's very entertaining.
Indeed. Turtles don't exist in this world, of course, but, you know, you never know. This is, by the way, not relevant to the Cult of the Dragons. This is at the Well of Dragons, which was about 55,000 years ago. So, turtles weren't in fashion back then, but, you know, well, we'll get them in soon. Regardless, as the interval comes on, Rainier slips into his seat about 2 minutes before the interval, and he leans over to you and, "You're staying awake?"
Trying to.
Very good. Mert loves the opera, but he won't have noticed that I wasn't here. He'll have had his eyes wrapped on both the opera itself and the young girl in the third row back with the red dress down there. That there's Scarlet. That's Mert's next target. He, I think, is the only man in Waterdeep to have managed 6 divorces.
Wow.
Nevertheless, he's quite important. So we should listen well. And Mert indeed will turn to you. And half time, and well, did you enjoy the first half?
Oh, it was excellent.
Indeed, indeed. I do have a little job for you. I'd love to induct you into the Harpers. I'm well aware that, you know, you have an ear to the streets already, and you know tales of the bards. However, my player looks very confused. Excuse me, confused man in the 4th row over there. Theodore Edison. What's up?
I was really hoping you'd make me pretend, like, let me be an NPC, because you know that Theodore's not there.
No, I know, but why are you confused?
It's nothing to do with this campaign.
Oh, great!
I was basically looking something up on Wikidot, but it turns out that the entire website and server got hacked by
Oh.
Russia, of all places.
Yes, well, goodness me, they're coming for our D&D! Everybody grab your dice! We're gonna die.
I'm joking, but I'm being serious.
I don't think you're joking, I just think it's a bizarre angle for them to take. Regardless, shall we return? Yes, Mert will look at you and, you see, I would love to give you the silver pin. But I do need a promise in exchange. I know you've got to air to the streets, but this is actual work, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
One of the drays working in the city is, pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. Locate her and find out if she's learnt the identity of any Centaurum operatives. And if she has, find out their whereabouts. Quite literally, that is saying that one of the carriages in the city is being pulled by a talking horse. Locate her and ask her some questions.
Okay.
A typical line of information, of course.
Yes, of course.
Renee turns around to you and I think that'll be pretty easy. I got my head to the streets. I think I know where Maxine is hanging out. God, I can't believe we talk about her by name like she's some kind of person. Anyway, yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult for you. I think you'll be alright. Mud looks at you and... You're more than welcome to visit my manor in the Seaward if you do find the information. If I don't happen to be in, which does happen on occasion, I do like a good travel. You may leave word with my butler, the information. He's a portly fellow, long black hair, and you'll recognize him by his moustache. He styled it after me, as he's got a lot of respect for me, you know.
Says I like to have a good travel.
Sorry?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like to have a good travel?
What the fuck? Who says that?
I don't know. That's what it says. It says he likes to have a good travel every now and again.
What a strange statement.
I don't know. He likes a trip. He loves a journey. I don't know. It's what it says. I know. It was an interesting bit of phrasing. Regardless, do you think you could handle such an onerous task, Pilano?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoy the second half. I, however, must attend some business. Be over in a box. You're more than welcome to use my box, but I'm going to be going over there to talk to Arturus. I hope you have a fabulous second half, and I look forward to you getting information.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your second half as well.
Indeed. I'm sure I will. Although the actress playing the singer playing the dragon is a little coarse, if I might say. Regardless, just in case you're interested, I did hear some information most recently. And with this, he turns to Rainier and tells him to wait one moment while he changes tab. Rainier, the Who Creels went missing recently. Perhaps you could ask at the Yawning Portal. I think they went looking for a place that they had a map to. Perhaps they found treasure. Perhaps they were eaten. I don't know. But regardless, should they turn up alive or dead, 100 gold pieces is in it for you. Have a good evening! And with that, he will leave. Renee turns to you, and we're not staying with the second half, are we?
No.
Oh, good. All right, well, let's give it a couple of minutes until he's settled into his book. Oh, hold on. And with that, he looks under the seat, and then he looks under the seat again, and then looks up and looks back behind him, and then looks under the seat one more time. And he pulls out 2/3 of a bottle of very expensive red wine and looks at you and, well, payment's payment, right? Good. Well, Tars, eh? And with that, he just produces 2 goblets out of almost thin air out of his pocket, and he gives you one, he takes the other, and pours 2 glasses of red. Well, to my good health and your riches.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, and with that, you guys are able to make your escape from the opera and head down to Trollskull Manor. When you get there, you see the aftermath of an explosion outside. Though you're not sure it's entirely anything to worry about. The city guards seem to have cleared out most of the streets. It's more that you just see some like black smears up the side of the building. And whereas before it read Troll Skull Tavern outside in bright lights, it now just has a single T that is titting. Yes, it's titting from side to side. Good God. Let's have a look at it as it tits. Yes, it's tilting from side to side. Perhaps you're going to need to get a different name up there, or at least different lights. And as you see your name in lights, head on in. Say hello, good evening. It's approximately 10:30 at night. Theodore, I believe, is already upstairs. He shared a romantic meal with Sarah before heading to bed. She didn't eat much. She wasn't feeling well.
She's too full up of this dick.
I'm sure that's exactly what Theodore said. Farnham, just as you were clearing out Rose... Do you remember Rose? Do we remember Rose?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't clear her out, sorry. Thornham, just as Kai was returning from tucking Rose into her own bed. Into Kai's bed.
To my own bed, yeah.
Yeah, your own bed, not like her own bed. Fuck me, that's a sentence.
I know what you
Anyway, Minstrel bitch is asleep upstairs. You two are downstairs. There's no one else around. And Bellinor walks in.
Oh, good evening, everybody. It
Bad
seems
time.
that there was some fire out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you
that's,
missed a lot.
You guys missed nothing.
What? And an
Why
opera?
am I not surprised?
Come on.
Yeah, you know, maybe if I go to an opera, hopefully it's in a language I understand next time.
Oh, that would help.
Yeah. But business is business, I guess.
Oh, what did you get?
Such is.
Well, I had a bottle of wine, but Rainier and I might have finished that.
Great, nothing exciting.
No, not really.
Any new prospects or jobs? At least?
The group did know you were going to meet someone. They didn't know who, but they did know you were going to meet somebody in terms of business.
Yeah, well, not really group prospects. More so something that they wanted me to do in terms of finding information.
Gotcha.
Rainier said that
Finding
it wouldn't be
information,
too
huh?
hard, so I don't imagine it will be that difficult.
Well, if you say so and you believe him.
Yeah, well, if he knows where to find the first half of the problem, then I'm sure the second half won't be too bad.
Something tells me it's not going to be as easy as you think, or as anyone thinks. It never is. Never is.
But, you know, as long as you keep your hopes high, maybe you won't get disappointed.
Aye, good way of looking at it.
That's how the saying works.
Well,
It may not be, but it's a good sentiment. I'm in for it.
Pretty sure you're
I'm
not supposed to keep
optimistic.
your hopes high. Yeah, that's how you get let down.
Disappointed.
What?
Yes, I know. I just prefer to stay happy.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue with that, but
As for you guys,
What?
what interesting manners happened with the sign? And yeah,
Fireball happened.
okay.
Yeah.
Did a wizard get into a fight with somebody in the bar?
Not in the bar, outside of
No.
it, and something like that. It's been an evening. Let's put it that way.
Ah, yes, it is. I'd imagine fireball on the side of your house doesn't really
someone was
normally.
killed right outside of our tavern.
Oh, you guys didn't
Yeah,
mention that.
kind of an
part.
important bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why he overlooked that one. Kind of the important bit.
Well, I was talking about the sign first and foremost, but yeah, of course, Fireball blew somebody up. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, that somebody was also trying to deliver something to us.
was it anybody of importance, and did we get the delivery at least?
No, and I think. All right. Yes
No
and no.
and no.
Well, if they had something important, I would say they're important to some degree.
Touche.
What were they? Do we know what they were trying to deliver?
I don't remember the name of it.
The Stone
God,
of
what was the name of it?
Galore.
Thanks, God. I knew I could count on you.
The Stone of Galore. You don't know exactly what it is, although, Belenor, you can give me a history check to see if you've heard of it. It was wanted by both the Zentarim and the Xanathar guilds. You know that much.
15.
15? You know that the Stone of Galore in legend has something to do with understanding knowledge or gaining knowledge, though you can't remember any more than that.
Well, I'd say that's something of semi-importance. I want to go about trying to find that.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I guess it's just not important to me, really. But, yeah, it's important enough objects for the world, I guess.
Wouldn't say I consider it important until the person died trying to bring it to us.
Yeah, that changed some things.
That makes it a little important. I think.
Remembering that they, just to recap for Belenor, the reason they were bringing it to you wasn't something specifically to do with you guys. He just thought that you guys would be a safe person to safe group of people to put it with. After you'd rescued Renair, he heard about you, thought, oh, they'll be safe bet, because he knew the two Thieves Guilds were after him. Or the Thieves Guild and the Cultist Guild.
No, just
It might
I
have
would
been a
consider
safe
that
bet.
an important object, not really us being important.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I think he just needed to make it here.
Yeah.
Seems
mean-
like he didn't cross the threshold.
No, making it here would have been a safer bet for sure, but yeah, right outside is close but no cigar, clearly.
Not quite inside, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's been the night. Did we get a name of the guy who got killed, or... Because I can't remember if we got a name for him.
You didn't. You know that he was travelling with Dalakar. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a name for him either, because Dalakar was meant to be the dead person, remember? And it was confusing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
there's
Yeah, so
confusion.
I'm just gonna call him Dalakar, and we're just gonna sort of merge it into one gnome very slowly.
Sure. Sure, okay.
To be honest, if you just said Dalakar, I think none of us would have remembered.
No, but then you'd be like, oh, what was the name of the guy that betrayed him? And I'd be like, Dalakar.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, so...
So we
yeah,
don't
cool.
know who the guy
Dalakar.
that betrayed him was, but...
Because it was
there's
Dalakar.
No guy that-
Dalakar.
There was no
There's
guy
no guy
that
that betrayed him.
It was
It's
a
just one
mistake.
person.
It was
Right.
just... There's a dead gnome called Dalakar, and there was a grimoire that he was meant to be carrying, but he wasn't. And a stone that got stolen off him.
Right. Okay.
The book made it seem like two people until it told me it was one person.
So we don't know if he was betrayed, or if he was indeed betrayed, then why?
Yeah,
No,
indeed,
we
indeed.
because-
You have very
Do
little
you have any
information.
leads on anything whatsoever? Is there anything that we're looking into?
The amount that we know at the minute is essentially sweet fuck all, aside from one thing, really.
And what's the one
Yeah,
thing?
our talking corpse
That's
didn't
the
give us much.
automaton, wasn't it? That one automaton lead.
Oh, interesting.
Did I miss anything else in terms of leads? I don't think I did I?
Well, anything else interesting
Hmm.
happen?
Theodore tried to use one of the questions on the dead guy for what he should make for dinner. That was a...
Interesting. Well, what did he say?
He called him stupid.
Oh,
If stupidity was edible, I'm sure it would be delicious for Theodore.
At this point, bursting through the front door, singing some kind of sailor's ditty, is Renair. Never remember.
People
Seems like
stop
he-
bursting into this goddamn
Well,
bathroom.
he
No,
has a
okay.
room upstairs, right? So he's coming to bed.
yeah,
But
okay.
he's
yeah.
he just sort of looks at you and it's good evening.
I'm assuming you finished that
René,
bottle of wine.
are you
Wine? I like wine.
Yeah.
you've had a skimful, huh?
Skin. Nobody tried to skin me. I did spend 10 minutes talking to the wrong horse, though.
Did you find the right
Okay.
horse?
I don't know, but I didn't find the wrong horse. We had a long conversation, but they didn't talk back.
Well, maybe tomorrow we find the right horse, Veneer.
You should never find the wrong horse.
Yes, I think you did find the wrong horse, Veneer.
Bad.
Okay, Rainier, bedtime.
But the hook reels,
No, no.
they're missing. 1,000 gold, 100 from Big Man Mert. He's fat, wobble belly, and 175 for each from the yawning portal.
What spells do I have?
I don't know, you magician.
Shut this guy up.
It seems that you went to the
something.
yawning portal and asked about the,
I spoke about the krill and then I saw Volo and he bought me drink and we went to speak with the dwarf and the Yagra. She gave me more drink and then we had a contest. We threw the gnome, but I missed. And then we had another drink and then I came here. I'll go bed.
Yeah, maybe you should.
And then he just
That's a
sort of
good idea.
walks. You know, like how the booths are next to tables. He just sort of walks into a booth fast enough that it bends him over, and he just falls asleep on the booth sofa.
That'll do. That'll do.
Great. As long as he's done talking.
Yeah, he's got one arm up on the table.
I guess that's okay.
So now, here's the question: dwarf that has experience around drunken dwarves, would he have understood a fucking?
Oh, you got
word
everything.
of it?
Yeah. So basically, he spends 10 minutes talking to the wrong horse. The only person who can understand that is Bellinor, as you have no idea what the right horse was or why he's talking to horses. But also, you found out that the Hookreels, who apparently have gone missing, 100 gold from the fat guy Mert, and 175 per signet ring if you were able, from the Yawning Portal itself, if you were able to retrieve the party.
The who? Sorry.
The Hookreels.
Any idea who that is from us, or do we have no clue who the fuck that is?
Let's have a look.
As little as it counts for anything, I am.
Thornham, I will take a... I need a... How well do you merchant check? I don't really know what that is. I need to know if you have had contact with this merchant. Make a check for me.
What, like a charisma check or some shit?
Roll a d20 and I'll work out the modifier by the time we've got there.
Okay, that's an 11 raw.
Okay, I like my 11s cooked usually, but I'll take it for now. Go ahead and add your history modifier, I guess. 12, great. The Hookreels, one of them was a merchant once somewhere in a place, maybe Oakhurst. You seem to remember selling some wood and metal to them once.
Right, so it's likely that would have been in Mirabar at some point then.
Yeah, well, maybe
Merchant
not. Maybe you would have put stuff on a Mirabar caravan that then went to Oakhurst.
Right, but the most important thing is that we know that he's a merchant that travels around the place.
No, the merchant stays still. The caravan went to him. Oakhurst.
Oh.
Oakhurst is a very, very short journey from Waterdeep. Maybe an hour outside. It's a small village.
Okay.
That's all you remember of it. But remember, you're looking for the people that are missing, so there's not... I'm not telling you to go to Oakhurst. I'm just saying that's where the merchant is from.
But yeah, that's sort of so that's one of the people then, this merchant, and there's multiple.
Yeah, the more you think about it, the more you remember something to do with magic wood.
Magic wood.
Theodore, you would have woken up to Renair singing. You can come down the stairs if you wish, or you can remain in bed and go back to sleep. It's nearly 11:30 at night. I have no idea why these people are still awake.
I'll be back in about 30 seconds, guys. Sorry.
Okay, Thornham went to bed.
I mean, Theodore and Sarah. I mean, Sarah did go straight to bed, but Theodore didn't. Theodore was tinkering away with those.
Yes.
Gems.
Yeah,
stones?
gems. Gems is correct.
Gems. Yeah, James. Just kind of like I kind of imagine that he's got this kind of contraption that's like over his head that has like multiple like magnifiers like over one eye, so like his one eye looks giant.
Yep, mini a monocle.
Yeah.
But you're not coming down. You're staying up there. Okay, cool. Absolutely
I'll
fine.
probably start humming to the melody that she's singing.
Yep. Kai, any questions about the wrong horse?
So he explained. Did we get the explanation just retroactively, or
No,
about the horse?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Or not?
If you the horse. Yes, I'm looking for a talking horse. It seems that Rainier found a non-talking horse and managed to woo it for 15 minutes before he decided that it wasn't actually the horse you were looking for.
Why are you looking for a talking horse?
Because it has information.
Actually, why is there a talking horse?
Why do you not know talking?
In all fairness, Kai, you were visited by a talking cat yesterday. I'm not sure you're in a position to judge.
No, I got a little more understanding of the talking cat. It did come from the Emerald Enclave. People who can cast Awakening. Well, who the fuck does that on a fucking horse?
Somebody
Just
wants
let it do
information.
its thing.
It's quite genius, actually.
Oh, actually, you know what? The cat's probably not even an Awoken cat. It's just a fucking druid.
Maybe. It turned back into a normal cat when it finished its message.
Well, that's a thing too, I guess.
Yes.
Little did we know that the cat was actually the druid.
He
The
just said
normal
that.
Cat. It's the normal cat. It's a druid.
Oh, right. Yes, it's a cat druid. Forgot about that.
Shit. Got me there.
Are you guys ever going to bed? Go to sleep.
I was willing to go to bed before he got back from the opera.
You did so. He woke you up rudely. You go back to bed. I just want to bring the party together, if that's okay. So, this conversation sort of peters out as you're all tired, and suddenly, miraculously, it's the morning. Fuck me, when did that happen? You all turn up spontaneously at precisely the same moment downstairs, and René, sort of hearing this, he sort of looks around and... Oh,
Rose still in my bed?
yeah, probably. She had a rough night. We'll deal with her in a minute. René sort of turns to you and... God, I had a night of it last night.
Yes, you did.
Don't have a drinking competition with a dwarf. Never
Yeah,
goes well.
don't go talking.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea. I could have told you that.
Yeah, the horse didn't talk back. Never good. I cannot have looked classy. I spent 10 minutes in the stables just talking to this thing, and it just looked at me like I was an idiot. God, I was an idiot. Oh, well.
I'm glad that's all you did with it for 10 minutes.
I don't tend to fraternize with animals in other ways. But, well, whatever boats your float.
You know, alcohol does things to you sometimes.
Yes, that it does. Goodness me. Hey, you do the flashy healing stuff, right?
Yeah, not happening.
No? Oh.
No, this is
Fair.
definitely you deserve
Very
that
fair.
hangover.
Self-inflicted. I got it. Alright. Morning, Theodore.
One's on you.
Okay. I will attempt to use close wound on him.
Yeah, that'll
That'll
do.
help.
Just slap him around the face, close his wounds, and oh, self-inflicted or not, goodness
that?
me, that's a little clearer. Right, business usual. I've got a few jobs on the line. Look, honestly, Bellinor, I thought I had a lead on that horse, but well, shoot me for a frog. I'm clueless. He looks at you. Make an investigation check.
15.
Fantastic. You do remember that somebody mentioned to you about a suspiciously intelligent horse that was found recently at the stables. You seem to remember being a draft horse with particularly long eyelashes and vivid green eyes. Should you wish at some point to have a word in the stables, probably when you're going in and out of the city is probably your best bet. But René will do that. But he turns to you and... But the most interesting thing, and riches is what I'm thinking, right? So, the Hookreels, yeah? Old merchant family. Used to have a source of some kind of enchanted oak. That dried up a few years back, and the younger siblings, the two younger children, took up with an adventuring company. And then they tabbed out by mistake. Bear with them a second. They'll tab back in. Where are we at? There we go. Yeah, they started up an adventuring company. Talgott and, I don't know, Sharon or something. Anyway, yeah, they're known for going around with a paladin of sorts. God, what was his name? Pello? I don't know, but what I will tell you is he has a really nice magical sword. And the ranger had a couple of interesting items. The family was full of heirlooms as well. I imagine they kitted their kids out pretty well. Now, my thinking is, sure, we might go save some adventurers from some sticky fate, and, well, isn't that great, when they love us? But even better, what if we turn up and, well, they've, and then there's just like, money, you know what I'm saying? And even if all we bring back is their signet rings, apparently it's 175 gold a signet ring from the Yawning Portal. I mean, I'm just saying, it could be lucrative. Any idea why somebody tried to blow up your house yesterday?
Can we just explain everything that we know?
You gonna check out the House of Inspired Hands? There we go, that's what we're looking for. You gonna check it out? Have a word?
Is that what we plan to do, guys?
I see nothing wrong with that.
That could very well be on our agenda, yeah.
Well, I've got places to be, people to see, people to meet, important things, I've got some cargo coming in today. Hoping that she's survived all right.
She?
Most interesting of cargo, gentlemen, I tell you. And ladies.
Do tell.
She's someone's sister. So, a few years back, old Corky McNackle, a friend of mine, him and I ran into a bit of a tight spot up in the mountains. We came across an ogre, nasty fella. But we struck him a deal, Basically, he said his sister was on his turf, and we should just get rid of her, And if we got rid of her, then he'd let us go, and we wouldn't be lunch. So we told her this fascinating tale about the Undermountain, that wonderful dungeon you visited last week, a couple of days ago. I don't know. Time flies in this place. Well, yeah, we told her all about there and all the riches and wonderful things she could find, all the different goblins she could eat. Well, she's arriving today, and it's up to us to facilitate her way into the city before I'm hated by an ogre and his tribe. Fascinating cargo. We've got to smuggle her in, I can't just walk her through the city. She's an ogre. So, I'm going to be off smuggling ogres. Have yourselves a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
I'm just going to be staring at disbelief at what the hell I just heard.
You don't believe me? Ask old Corky McNackle. He knows it all.
Not that I don't believe, it's just like, how in fuck does this come to happen?
How do you go from a talking horse to smuggling an ogre?
I live a life of excitement. What can I say? It comes from being the son of the open lord. Or having good friends or bad friends. Is it good friends or bad friends if you're seeking out talking horses during the day? I don't know. That's in your hands now. And he looks at Belladon. Beats me.
Yeah, well, maybe I won't look like quite the idiot you did. But yes, good luck with your ogre.
Thanks.
Yeah, just don't get yourself killed.
He looks back at you and, what happens if a human and an ogre have a child?
Probably a half ogre.
Half ogre. Is that like a halfling? But like slightly tenderized?
I don't know. I wouldn't put my dick in that.
Would you not?
That's not fuck this. This seems like an important figure.
She could be interesting.
I don't.
You know what?
I like a girl with muscles and curves.
You try not to piss off the ogre. You probably don't want to impregnate his sister.
You know what?
You
fuck
do have
what
a
you
point.
want. And you keep that shit to yourself and don't bring any trouble here if you fuck her.
If only that same was true for all of us. He casts one look at Theodore and then wanders out the front door.
Theodore is currently hand feeding strawberries to Sarah.
Good, good. So, what's the plan, guys? Gotta have a plan, right? Oh, should we shut Rose up? Rose's harp stopped playing because it's getting repetitive, and she wanders on down the stairs, looking a little confused and tired, but overall she seems to be alive.
Who is this?
This is our potential new bard.
Rose, how are you?
Oh, okay.
I hired her.
Right,
I'll
I'm
be
getting
honest, I hired her already.
replaced.
I hear her all the time.
Wow.
No, not new bard for the party. Bard for the tavern. She's gonna perform, make you some monies.
Yes.
She also writes
I'm
songs
gonna
for
be honest,
freedom
I already
fighters.
hired her.
And
Fuck
you
shit.
guys decided to be the judge of talent of the bard, not.
You've been listening to her harp for the last 20 minutes.
Fair enough.
It's invisible
Doesn't
and
really
magical.
I
sound
wouldn't
much
say
like
I
tavern music, but I guess it goes.
She said she was playing it because it soothed her, not because this is what she's gonna play for the tavern.
Fair enough. Fair
But-
enough.
but
Is this the?
please.
This is the bard that was recommended by the gentleman who are working in our establishment. Yes.
He talked of her. Yeah, he mentioned her. Though she turned up for an audition and got drugged.
Ah.
Yeah.
She looks at you and I can audition if you want. If you want to be the judge of my talent.
We are beyond focused on so many different things right now.
Indeed.
Oh, you're good.
Can I help you at all?
I think
Need a hand with anything?
You like talking to horses?
Not in general, though. There is one horse up the stables. She's pretty intelligent. She speaks common, you know. Amazing.
My God. You want to ask her a question for me?
You want me to go and speak to Maxine?
Yeah.
She looks at you and... Were you by any chance with a rather large man with a grey moustache in the last week?
Yeah.
She reaches into her pouch. She pulls out a silver pin in the shape of a harp. This group thing mean anything to you?
I feel like I'm being tested right now. Yes.
Well, it's not your first mission for Mert, is it?
It would be, yes.
Oh, good. Right. Yeah. So, what's the mission?
Looking for centaur operatives.
Zentarim? It's not
Centaurs?
centaurs.
I thought you said centaur.
Can you imagine if they got the talking horse to locate the centaurs? That would have been genius.
Oh my god, that wow.
She looks at you and... Okay. Centarim operatives. Got it. And I'm supposing he wants to know where they are, who they fucked, what their name is, what they ate for breakfast last Thursday, and pretty much anything else we've got, right?
Sounds about right, yeah.
And of course the horse would have paid rapt attention, to all of those details. Great. Well, you really landed yourself a great one, didn't you? Right, I tell you what. I'll go talk to the horse. You go about your day. When you come back this evening, you can have a listen, see what you think of my music, and... Well, you can join the Harpers.
That sounds good to me, yeah.
I'm a low-level operative, but, well, I keep my ear to the street. I think 80% of the bards in the city work for the Harpers in one way or another. Glad to have you along. And,
Wow, that many?
sorry we didn't get to meet last night. I was busy getting drugged. And
Yes,
not
I
even
was
on
busy.
purpose.
Yeah, I was busy as well. I was getting put to sleep by non-drugs.
Oh, the opera. Yes, wonderful place. I tell you what, old Zoblob, over in the quarter, the C quarter, he sells these amazing little pins. They look like earrings. You put them in, and they play you like really nice music and like really good music. It's quite entertaining. Sometimes it has like talk shows. It's fascinating. Some dragons run it, I think. I usually wear those when I go to the opera just so that I don't have to listen to that shit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, Zoblob, is that the guy who runs the purple store again? Is
Yeah,
that?
Yeah,
the one who
he-
did our sign.
He's got a weird thing for purple, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, strange
Well,
guy.
What's left of our sign, I guess. Yeah.
I saw a sign.
And it opened up your eyes.
It did. I knew I'd get someone singing. Right, what are you doing for the day? Come on, it's we're 48 minutes into session. And you still don't know what you're doing. Go somewhere,
Well,
do
we knocked
something.
out one thing, which means we can work on the other thing. Let's go.
Which
find this
one?
automaton.
You're going to the automaton, okay? You're not going to go and rescue the Hooklings. You're not going to go to the Emerald Enclave. You're not going to find out whether Baldur's Gate's about to fall into a pit of hell. We're not going back to the
Personally-
dungeon.
Personally, I would like to go back into the dungeon.
You want to go back into the dungeon, okay?
I like
Dungeon would be cool, but I feel like there's other things we need to do first.
Dungeon's
our
not going
property
anywhere.
was attacked. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a good point about seeing if these people are alive and where they are.
All right. House of Inspired Hands. Is that where we're going?
What?
The House of Inspired Hands. Is that where we're heading?
Oh yeah. That's supposed to be the automaton, right?
Yeah.
Automaton. Yeah.
I liked automaton.
Automaton.
I attempted not to fucking say it that way, and I just couldn't. So I was like, "Hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it."
Okay.
So
So
I can't even fucking speak now. Jesus, that's warped my brain and tongue.
you arrive
I don't
at
have enough fuck to give about it.
you arrive at the House of Inspiring Hands. All four of you. Immediately, Theodore. This will interest you. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check, please.
His hands
17?
feel inspired.
17. Yeah, you notice immediately that the creature standing atop the temple when you arrive. Oh, sorry, I missed something. The House of Inspired Hands looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You see the silhouette of a human shape perching upon the rooftop. And you hear the chants of the monks within. The humanoid shape on the rooftop opens its extends its arm and releases a tiny creature into the sky. Sorry, Theodore, your intelligence check was?
17.
Yeah, you realize that this is definitely something that seems to be armed for combat. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Went to go visit a church, and now we're getting.
Yeah, pretty
All of
much.
us?
All of you, yes, all of you. Unless you want to leave Theodore and hang him out to dry.
Oh dear, okay.
Okay.
So what's this creature look like again?
The one on the roof or the thing that's been thrown at you?
The thing that's been thrown at us.
It looks a bit like a bird. It's not a
Oh.
plane.
Is it
And it's not Superman.
No.
No, it's the twist again. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. Wait, sorry, what? Where were we?
Initiatives.
Yeah, it appears to be a tiny little bird. Tiny little bird. Bird, wee! And it's flying at your face. Yeah, we. Okay. Nearly there. Sorry. Getting that. A lot of things to click. I did not think you guys were going to go this way. My mistake.
Well, you gave us 10 routes and we had to pick one.
I've searched bird and it's brought me up bard. That's good. Thanks.
That's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It's a bird. Is it a crow? Is it an owl? Is it a strix? Is it a hawk?
Apparently it's a bard.
It's a bard.
Yep.
Wonderful.
My keyboard's being really shit at the moment, that's why. Okay.
As it goes flying through the air, it plays us a little ditty.
Yeah, it's singing the locomotion, to be honest. Okay, 26. And then what have we got for initiatives? Thornham, you've got a 19, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Kai, you got an 18.
Yep.
Belanor, you got a 12. And Theodore, you got a 17, correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Let me, I was all ready with my monk music, and then I realized that as soon as you arrived, you were in a combat. This would be some unusual battle music, so let's, let's,
TPK, like...
yeah. That's after the battle, after you're all dead. Okay, cool. So, the bird flies directly towards Theodore. And it makes a pecking at you. Oh, fuck me. I've got to turn Beyond 20 off. Hold on. It turns itself on everything. Manage extensions. Beyond 20 off. Close. Refresh. Hopefully this doesn't fuck the initiatives up. It does not. Okay, sorry. Theodore. Wow, all of that for an 11 to hit you.
No, I was gonna say if Sarah's next to me, I'll use her reaction to impose disadvantage, but you can keep the other.
Yeah, also, our enemy seems to have disappeared. Where's the little E1? There he is. As this arrives at you, Theodore, you notice that this is a mechanical bird. Mechanical sparrow, in fact. Thornham, you're up. Oh, just to be a pain in the ass, I'm really sorry, but this B token is on a 30-foot building.
Okay. Okay, Nevermore, just what the hell do you think you're doing? I'm just gonna do it in an attempt to clap it one with the Great Axe.
Okay. Sorry, did you say wait,
nice.
Kai?
What?
I thought you said wait. Sorry.
No.
Carry on.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, so a nice upward swing with the axe, trying to clap the thing.
Okay, you
13
need to
hit.
disadvantage, please.
Oh, disadvantage. Okay, sure.
It is
well, that's a 13
is a
hit.
miniature creature. A 13 will miss, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
It's alright.
Well,
Anything
that's
else? Gordon?
unfortunate. Let me check my bonus actions real quick, see if there's something worthwhile. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just leave it now.
Okay, cool. Kai, you're up. Don't forget the boss is on a 30-foot building.
What's on a 30-foot building?
The boss. The guy who threw the guy that threw the bird at you. B token if you're looking at the map. If you're not looking at the map, basically 30 foot away on top of a 30-foot building is the mechanical creature that threw the bird at you.
That's not very nice to throw birds at us.
No, mechanical birds indeed.
Yeah, what a shitbird.
What you doing, Kai?
How dare you do that? I'm gonna guide and bolt him.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, roll ahead.
A 17.
I'm afraid that's a miss. Dude's a bit beefy.
What the
Alright.
fuck?
You threw the guiding bolt at the guy on the roof, right? Not the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm afraid a 17 misses. Anything else, Kai?
Nope. Can't
Okay.
do anything else.
Theodore, you're up.
Okie dokie. It's about time someone actually did something. I will attack the sparrow.
Okay. With what? How?
With my Jet Force hammer.
You're hammering a bird. Fantastic. Please do so.
Am I rolling a disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 21.
That'll hit. Holy shit, what was your advantage?
Well, I have a +8 to hit, so...
True, that'll do it.
So
Cool.
the
Yeah, go ahead and give me damage.
It's 15 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, the bird is absolutely obliterated. It was a tiny mechanical creature. Now it's a tiny piece of metal in 12 different places. Sarah?
Yeah, and then as a bonus action, Sarah her eye will begin to glow before, like,
She will
firing
need to step up if you want her to fire at the boss.
I will pick her up.
What?
Oh, you mean like step forward, not
Yeah,
like...
yeah. She doesn't need to just get
Yeah.
taller.
Step
She's not
forward.
tall enough. Make her get her
Hold
higher.
her up like a boombox. I will begin to pulsate before it beams. Thingy. Is
Okay.
this at disadvantage as well?
No. Straight roll.
That's not great. I'm assuming an 11 doesn't hit.
A 17 missed, so an 11 most definitely misses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. It does specifically say that he leaps down in front of you, but I rolled a 4 for his initiative, so it's gonna be a while. Bellador, you're up.
I'll pull out my crossbow and I'll take a shot at the mechanic on the top.
Is your crossbow magical? Just out of
No, it
curiosity.
is not.
No, okay, cool. Carry on, as you were.
That's a 23 to hit.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Imagining
Think.
what was just said, it's not going to do anything. Well,
I think there's only like one creature in the game where it wouldn't do anything to. How much damage, sorry?
4.
4, yeah. As your crossbow strikes the metal body of this creature, it breaks. You see that there's like a little bit of a dent. Maybe he's been harmed, but 2 damage isn't impressive. Any bonus action, Bellinor? Any movement speed?
I'm gonna go down and kind of further away from where it could possibly land.
Upon who are you going down?
Not Kai, because we had this conversation already. And then I will turn to Kai, who after seeing that physical damage doesn't do much, I will say, maybe you can guide that bolt better next time. Consider yourself inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I have one more shot with it anyways.
At this point, to the joy of everyone, I will be unable to grab the boss token. So he's just going to have to die. He will leap down, and I'm afraid, Josh, that you've put somebody in the firing line here. And he will swing at Sarah. That's a 15 to hit.
Let's see if that hits. Oh, that's her armor class.
It's minimum damage. It's 5 piercing damage.
That is nothing.
Okay, and then he leaps over to you. And will slash once with rapier and once with dagger. That's a 15 to hit you, because a 9 seems to be what I'm going to roll today. Does a 15 hit you?
It would if I didn't quickly press a button on my top, and a staticky shield will go around me.
Okay. As you press a button that makes a shield
I think
around your head.
Ben 10, I've got a bracelet.
I can't honestly say I've watched Ben 10, but we'll go with it. It's a kids show. Yeah, so at this point, he'll take a step to the left and he'll swing at Thornham as he sees a little shield come up. Thornham, oh my fucking god. That's a nat 1. He tries to slash you with a dagger, but he's got his arms crossed, and he sees the state of his bird on the ground, and he's a little devastated, gets distracted, and he just strikes a little high. Mr. Thornham, it is your turn.
I would like to squeeze round between this assailant and Kai, and slip round to the back end of the boss that we're fighting.
Of course. You want to slip round to the back end, do you?
Yes,
Okay.
That's what most people say.
of course.
Yeah, I will... Feels a little weird, because it's you he was attacking. I think I'm going to give the flanking bonus to them. I'm sorry, Thornham.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine, but
I think that's just fair. You're the opponent he was engaged with, right? He's not just going to stand there and let you walk behind him and just
Of course,
hit him
he's
in the
going
back.
to turn around and be focused on me.
So
but
cool.
Yeah, that means
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Okay, marvelous. Thornham, go ahead.
I'm going to make an attempt to make a judgment call here. See how he fares against this particular weapon. I'm going to take a swing at him with the maul.
Okay. Is your maul magical in any manner?
Everyone thinking?
It isn't, no, but I wanted to see if bludgeoning was
Yep, no,
particularly
that's fine.
effective against him.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
So he's a big mechanical construct.
Sorry, Moon, did I hear you
okay.
say something? Your mic keeps
Yeah.
making very like it's either really loud or really
Yeah.
quiet. There's
Yeah,
no. There's
I
no
warned you ahead of time.
It's fine. What did you say? Sorry.
I said, isn't flanking supposed to be for everyone that's flanking?
Yes, by
Regardless of which side
technicality,
you're on?
but I think just in this situation where it's like
I
because
just wanted to make sure I had the rule right.
right, there is no rule. It's all in D&D rules as written. Flanking doesn't exist. Flanking is an optional mechanic. Most of the time, it's if you are behind a creature. Now, technically, he moved behind it, but he was engaged in like one-to-one combat with him, so it'd be very weird for him to leave his back to him. Normally, I will give advantage to everybody around him because he's trying to defend himself against 3 enemies, right? But it was just his turn. He's just arrived, so from after Thornham's turn, I would give advantage to everybody surrounding him.
Yeah, I've just basically.
I normally also give. Only give flanking advantage to people with melee weapons. However, in this situation where he's just turned his back on 2 enemies, I would give you flanking advantage even though you're likely to be using a ranged attack because you're not
Yeah,
seen.
that's kind
So
of what I was
yeah, it's
thinking.
sort of you can play with it any way you like. I just try and use common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, he just deflects one wall hit, and that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm assuming that's an at 1 then, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no question to ask about that later. Yeah.
No, I'm going to use my reaction there, and he's going to riposte.
Oh, okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
Minimum damage. 5 piercing damage.
Okay, that's a slight scratch.
Kai, you're up. Attacks for you will be at advantage.
Yes. I'm just deciding if that's really what I want to do. Oh, I didn't know I had that. Yeah, fuck it. I'll guiding both of them again.
Go ahead and roll an advantage.
That was a 22 hit him.
Yeah. Do the time.
He takes 14 radiant damage.
As the bolt strikes into his chest, you see that it pulses over his body, marking him for the next attacker. As it hits him in the back, he sort of stumbles forwards towards Thornham. He looks a little hurt. Theodore. Sorry, Kai, any bonus action?
No.
Theodore, you're up.
Alright, I'll whack this guy.
You're hitting him in the back. You have advantage, and you have advantage because he's glowing. So you have advantage on your advantage. Whatever that means. You have advanced
It's a
perception.
26.
It hits. Oh.
17 bludgeoning damage.
As your hammer hits into his armor, you see that his armor is like sort of pulses as if... No. Your weapon is magical by nature, right? Because of your... Very cool. Yeah, you see his armor sort of pulse as if, like, magically protected from bludgeoning, but then your weapon also pulses. In fact, with exactly the same magic as his is an infusion, just like yours is. And sort of as magic meets magic, you see that there's this rupture in the radiant shield around him, and he looks severely hurt.
As a bonus action, Sarah will lock on to him and
Bingo.
let's see, and fire a beam.
Mm-hmm.
Is this at advantage as well? No,
No.
because you don't
No.
do ranged flanking.
I would do ranged flanking if for this particular fight if she was behind him, but she is not, and you are not going to move her just for that purpose.
That's a 23 to hit, anyways.
A 23 will indeed hit, as she works out exactly which eye to look at.
It's too bad you hit first instead of her.
Yeah, you
She
should have
could
used
have
her
had
action
advantage
first,
from
because then you
guiding
could have given
bolt.
advantage to her and then had advantage in flanking, but it doesn't matter, because she hit, so nobody gives a shit, so go poo
Wow. Shit, man.
That is 8 force damage.
8 force damage. Interesting. Yes. He looks pretty rough right now. Bellinor.
I find myself to be unreasonably useless in this fight.
Unreasonably? That's not a fair adjective. You may be useless. I don't think it's unreasonable.
Why are you useless? Wait, why are you useless?
He doesn't.
Psychic on a mechanic.
No, but you did damage last time. You just didn't do much.
Yeah, and I feel like as a character I would know that they don't have ability to feel psychic damage.
But you also can do thunder damage, and you could also try and knock them prone, and you
The
could
fuck?
also...
Just use a spell, goddammit.
Exactly, he's got Shatter, and he's got Tasha's Hideous Laughter. He's got stuff.
Oh, use Shatter. I can't wait to see Thorn make a Constitution save.
Yeah, I was thinking that might not be a good idea. No, I will.
Yeah,
run
because
up
Salty
right
so
next to-
cared about hitting people before.
Okay, you'll run up to what and do a who?
I'll run up between Theodore and Kai,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attack
Hello?
with my rapier.
Cool. I'm assuming that your rapier is no more magical than your crossbow.
No more magical than my crossbow, indeed.
Roll with advantage. Not because it's not magical, but just because you have flanking.
He's feeling bad for
A
you.
23 will hit.
I can't not roll ones on that die. That is going to be 2 damage halved again.
2 damage before or after it's been halved?
It's been halved to 2.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. At this point, he looks around at you all. And you notice a sort of blue light appear in his eyes.
You know what I'm going to do, James?
Sorry, please, just bear with me a second. Sorry, this is really confusing. Yeah, a blue light comes into his eyes and... Perhaps we should speak.
I feel like we probably
Oh
should
no,
have done
wrong
that
person!
first.
Wrong person! He can't talk! That's why he's attacking you. Sorry, this is so confusing. Yeah, cool. He's going to cast Expeditious Retreat and he's going to leap up into the air.
I didn't finish my turn.
Wait.
Oh, go on, use your turn. Use your bonus action, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to attack with my other rapier.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's with advantage still.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 18.
That'll hit.
Oh, was the one I missed.
No, 17
That is-
missed.
Yes, that is going to be 2 halved to 1 damage.
Cool. Yeah. So your rapier smacks against him, and then you see his eyes sort of glow this blue light, and he leaps up into the sky, casting Expeditious Retreat, which is what prevents the opportunity attacks, if you're wondering. And he gets about 20 foot away, and then Theodore, I need a perception check, please.
Five.
He does a thing and vanishes. I'm sorry.
I have
Not
a
having
plus,
me
I have a
my
plus
perception
0
check.
to perception, so...
Yes, but
Yeah,
what,
would you like me to do it?
sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check. You can get a no,
Yeah,
no. It's okay. The reason why I asked for the perception check from Theodore is because it's only relevant if Theodore saw it, right? If you guys see it, it won't make any sense. The guy went invisible, like he went invisible. If Theodore saw it, he might understand how he went invisible. That's why the perception check went to Theodore. So, I will, however, take a perception check from Kai for something else. But that bit, just to make it really clear, that bit of information is missed.
10.
A 10? Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, for a moment you catch like a sort of shimmer in the light. Sort of, do you know when invisible people are in video games? Like, you see that sort of
Yeah.
shimmer of light where they're, like, blurry and then they're, like, gone. Yeah, that's what you see. You see this shimmering of light.
Diminishing camouflaging.
Yeah, exactly. And then you see the door of the temple open and close.
He went in the temple.
You definitely saw that he went in the temple.
Yeah. I was just telling
Oh,
him.
sorry. Yeah. It was normally Kai has a bit more of a separation from you. That was very much a moon. He went in the temple.
Guys, he went in the temple! Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
there you go. Now I know who's talking. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, cool. He went in the temple. He went in the temple. He went in the temple. Shit.
Are we making chase?
I mean, you can
Well,
walk.
I'm gonna walk on over to Sarah and take out a couple of I'm gonna take out some oil and a rag. I'm gonna pour some on the rag. I'm just gonna clean her up and buff her. And that's me casting mending. Which is 2d6.
She's
Nice.
so cute.
Perfect amount. Back to full health.
Okay. And afterwards?
Are we going after them?
Yeah, why not? We just needed to wait for him to finish rubbing down his wife with oil.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Bellinor, because we could all just be rubbing ourselves down alone at night on a Saturday evening.
Well, most nights I don't spend alone, but yes, true.
Are we going in, goddammit?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
let's fucking go.
Okay, so as you enter in, you see the temple is abuzz with activity. There are acolytes all over the place doing various things, and a couple are interacting with creatures that look a little familiar. Like the guy who just tried to beat you up. As Theodore goes in with Sarah, immediately a tall dragonborn priestess comes running over. And, oh, goodness me, you must be a Gondsman. Do you worship Gond? Probably not.
No, I'm more of an agnostic myself, you know. I believe there's something out there, but who knows, you know.
Unbelievable, but yet this incredible creation.
Yeah.
She looks to Sarah.
She has her mother's eye. I know because I took it from her.
That's mildly concerning.
That's so dark. I'm not saying that.
No, she sort of looks at
Yeah.
you and oh, fascinating, wonderful. Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name's Valletta. I'm the priestess on duty today. Might I be of assistance?
Nice to meet you. We are Mr. and Mrs. Edison, respectively.
And then she will sort of nod to you, Mr. Edison, and then she will nod to Kai. As if...
No, not me. I'm gonna point at Sarah.
I see. Sentient?
Yeah.
Oh, my darling, it's such a pleasure to meet you. How are you today?
She'll turn slightly and give a wink.
Oh, I see she's a little shy. And the rest of you? I'm sorry to have made the assumption. Who are you, madam?
Me? I am Kai Mongrove. More of a, I guess, a wandering herbalist and druid.
Oh, well, we all have a place in the world, dear. And you,
I just
sir?
haven't found mine.
Oh, how sad. I doubt it's in the Temple of God.
No, not at all.
But I'll do my best to help you. She looks to Bellinor. And you, sir? Might I help you?
I'm Bellinor Willowant. I believe you can help us, but maybe ask for his name first, or else it'll be a little rude.
Oh, don't mind him. He doesn't care. No, she looks at Thornham. And yourself?
Name's Thornham. I'm the guy who keeps this inventor creator here safe. Clearly,
Do you follow dwarven religion?
I don't really. It's
Oh, well,
something
welcome to the Temple of God. I do so look forward to introducing one of the, the most foremost craftsmen to such a apt place for them to be. I do so struggle with how many dwarves just follow the ways of Moradin and are oblivious to the ways of Gond. Might I introduce you to the ways of Gond? How can I help you? That's any and all of you, Bellinor, so if you wish to then answer, go ahead.
We are actually looking for someone who just entered here.
Somebody who's just entered here? Oh! You must mean Eric. And she gestures towards an old man wearing sort of 4 different necklaces and a huge leather cloak over to her right. Eric, there's some people who are looking for you. This man sort of idles over and doesn't look anything like the person you're looking for. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, we're looking for someone who just entered here.
I thought I was the last to come in. Are you looking for me?
no something
Oh, can we have a description? Come on,
after
then.
you.
She looks at you and perhaps a description might help?
It looked a little bit like one of those, and I'll point to the thing that it looks very much like that was being maintained over in the corner or tended to.
Oh, one of our nimble rights? Well. Oh. Were they by any chance a little camouflaged on their way in?
They were indeed.
Yeah.
That's Nim.
And-
Nim is a nimble right that was gifted to the temple by a Lantanese wizard. Quite an incredible creation, some wonderful upgrades to the regular automatons. Though a little unusual in personality. For what reason?
Unusual.
Well,
Is it unusual for Is it unusual for somebody to be beset upon by one of these?
Yeah,
No,
you
Nim
can
wouldn't
us
attack
on
anybody.
Site.
no, that can't be Nim.
Who stands on top of the building normally?
On top of the building? No, that can't be Nim.
Well, I
Well,
regret to
does he-
inform you.
He threw a bird at us. Does he do any of
Yes.
this? Do any of these throw birds?
Doesn't sound like Nim, but... Well, let me take you to his room. And perhaps we might ask him.
He might be a little dinged up, and that might be the way we know which one's which.
Well, come along then. And she leads you up the stairs. A long spiral staircase, and eventually you get to an attic door. The attic door is fitted with a very, heavy-set mechanical lock. She looks to you and... Oh, well, it's not normally locked. Theodore, if you wish, you may attempt to open it.
Yes, I will crouch down in front of the keyhole.
You're going to... Okay, it's an attic
What?
door. It's...
Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought I was opening the door.
He's just making
You're
it
opening the
shorter.
lock on the attic hatch.
Oh,
It's...
sorry.
you can crouch, but it's going to make it harder.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah,
hoist you up.
I'll take out like a little clockwork toy and wind him up, and he's holding a stick, and the stick just grows bigger and bigger and bigger until it's really long, thin stick, and I'll just
Oh,
stand
look,
up
it's
holding it,
Pinocchio.
and the little figure is trying to maneuver this giant stick inside of the lock.
I'm going to let you choose. It's very much a mechanical lock. You may make a sleight of hand check for a typical lockpicking thieves' tools check here. Alternatively, you can make an investigation check if you wish to try and understand the mechanics of the lock itself.
You have guidance.
Add a d4 when you roll it. And have a cat.
Hell, let's add a D6 on the D4. Give him a 10.
How did you do?
That's a 16.
Plus a
For
D4 for guidance?
a day 20.
We don't roll the D4s anymore. We just add 4 flat. Is that how that works now?
Do it.
Sorry, this is quite relevant. I need a particular number.
That was a 1, so that's a 17.
You understand that although you're not able to unlock this door, perhaps if given time and better tools, you might be able to remove the entire lock. However, as you're fidgeting with the lock, you do sort of hear a clanking above your head.
Is it like a padlock?
No, it's a mechanical lock, by which I mean...
It's sort of set into the door then, the hatch.
Yes, I mean, it's almost like, you know, when you work at a place where people are stupidly private about things that don't need to be private, and they have those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 CX, like, locks, like on the office store at Manor, Josh? Yeah, it's a little like that. It's not got numbers, but instead it has, like, little cogs inside. It's a bit like you're trying to open a safe, for example. But you have worked out, you could probably unscrew it if given enough time, but you hear some clanking above you. Valetta turns to you and... Well, I'm all for breaking in, but... We could try this. Nim? I know you can't reply, but... We've got some people here to see you. Maybe you might let us in?
My room, Mom. Play Minecraft.
Fuck's sake.
She sighs and... He can be very temperamental. You're welcome to have a chat and see if you can persuade him to open up. Balinor?
Hey, buddy.
He can't reply.
We just want to have a chat, you know. I just want to talk to you a bit. It's really important.
No way, I can't
Yeah.
pause the game.
Some sort of mechanical noises above you. Valetta turns to you. It sounds like he's listening. Keep going.
We wanted to apologize about what happened outside. We didn't know that you were, just protecting.
As soon as you mention that, the door sort of opens, and a golden robotic automaton drops down in front of you. You've never seen this one before. And he begins to sort of do some hand signals. And Valetta begins to translate her. I haven't been outside in 24 hours. What colour was the creature you fought? It was silver, by the way.
Silver with blue glowy eyes.
Immediately he begins to rapidly sign and Valetta, slow down. Where... He looks to you. She looks to you. Where is she now?
The last time we had eyes on her, I guess, was just as we were coming into the temple. They came in right before we did.
Well, first she kind of disappeared, and then we saw the door open.
A little sign, and then he presses a button on his wrist and disappears in front of you, and then reappears and again, and she says,
Exactly
like that?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Nim pushes past you and runs to the window. And then as soon as he puts his hand on the window, it opens. And he shakes his head.
She's not here.
He begins to tell you, I built another one like me. I was very lonely, you see. The other automatons, they function, but they don't think, they don't feel. I wanted a friend, but a couple of days ago, she fled in terror. I haven't seen her since. I don't know. At this, Valetta angrily says, Eric, Susan, come up here now. Go upstairs and take away Nim's tools. You can't be playing with this. You know you're not allowed to create things with sentience or intelligence. Nim sort of on the side and looks very sad.
Is that really necessary? He literally just wanted a friend.
And now look at the problem.
Mistake, but he just wanted a friend.
And now he's unleashed a creature that none of us will understand how powerful it is upon the city. Who knows what it is?
And
I think I can say it wasn't very powerful.
It seems also, well, regardless of its power, it's certainly something that can attack people, since it attacked us.
And it can be invisible.
A dick.
Brilliant,
And
right?
So can lots of things.
Valletta turns to you, and yes, but this one is under my prerogative. We will work this out. At this, Nim sort of waves at you all, and then back at Valletta, and he reaches upstairs into the attic and pulls out what looks to be a sort of umbrella-like object. It's a foot-long contraption with sort of a metal... Do you know what? I'm not even going to attempt it. Bear with me a second. Forgotten Realms channel. I don't know how to describe this.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see why.
I've called it an umbrella, but I'm not sure I'm doing it justice.
It has an umbrella.
Yeah, but I genuinely don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be either. That's crazy.
I know what it's supposed to do, if that's any help, and I will tell you in a second when I get it on the stream for everybody else.
It's like one of those things that you'd put in the ground to pump water up.
Except with an umbrella on the top of
Absolutely
it.
no way
Yes.
you describe that in a way that any of us
Right? Exactly. I'm gonna even call it umbrella object.
Umbrella well pumped.
Yeah, it could be fucking anything, really. The
who the fuck
Forgotten
knows?
Realms, I've saved it cleverly as unknown, which is fairly accurate, to be fair.
It's incredibly accurate.
Let's put it over Salty's face. That's about right. Yeah, there we go. No, in all seriousness, it looks like that. And with this, it's sort of as soon as he shows you that there's like, so you see a little thing on the corner that looks like it's a sort of handle, a grippy handle. He pulls it, and it immediately begins to spin, whir, click, and glow bright blue. Does so really quickly, and then he lets go, and it stops. And he explains to Valletta that if this is 500 feet within him or her, it will activate. Perhaps it's a way for you to track them down.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Will help quite a bit. I will take it.
Valletta turns to you and... Look, we have some little money here at the temple. Perhaps 100 gold pieces is all I can spare. The retrieval of this creature is incredibly important. However, if you can retrieve her, I do have some wonderful inventions of the people of Gond that we can spare. Such as a barking box and a matchless pipe and even some adjustable stilts.
I like these. These all sound great.
It would be quite a relief.
While we still have Nim here, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm. You can turn to him at any point. He hasn't moved.
Is there any possibility that friend that you created could have gotten a hold of a necklace of fireballs?
He shrugs and he turns around to Valletta, and she's been missing since 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I don't know.
Someone did say they saw somebody casting. And you don't need the caster, you use a magical item.
But that construct was also spotted.
Yeah, it was a construct.
It also looked exactly like her, according to the description.
Just going with what we were told.
Yeah, but bear in mind that just because it's casting, it doesn't mean it was casting Fireball.
It was casting invisibility.
Well, you know that all she has to do that is press a button. But you did see her make a casting motion when she cast Expeditious Retreat.
Well, I think we should find her. I think we might have found the vandal of our store, and that might be convenient.
Do you guys do this often? You know,
Apparently
do the
it's a
guards
new part of our job.
Sorry, Josh, what were you saying?
I'm asking the group if they often do what the guards should be doing.
She looks at you and... If I tell the guards that I've lost an invisible robot, they'll either think I'm mad or they'll have me arrested.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I meant I was investigating.
Yeah, and she's saying if she asked the guards instead of you guys, they'd think she was mad or they'd arrest her.
No, but I mean like the guards should be here instead of us.
Investigate.
I don't mean about what
I've
she's
done in the
asking.
building. Yeah,
Right,
get
I see what you mean. I see what
He's
you mean.
asking us as
Yeah,
a
don't you?
party,
No.
not-
What Josh is saying is that why was it even you guys' job to come to the temple? Surely the guards should have known. If you remember last episode, the boy said he didn't trust the
Yeah.
guards as they're being paid off and are corrupt.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
Zoe.
get that.
That's
No,
why
I
he's
understand
asking
that.
the party
I'm
why
still
we're doing
asking
it.
why the party, why we are doing this.
Don't worry, Josh. I got you.
Oh, okay,
Ass.
right. Sorry. Carry
Holy
on.
shit.
I haven't got what you're asking. I thought you were asking me. Carry on, as you
I
were.
missed the part about the guards being corrupted. Nobody relayed that to me, but I guess that's...
You would have known.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I am technically a noble. Anyway. Yeah. I guess would like to see justice done to the person who harmed our store and our house and killed somebody in front of the house. So.
And to be honest, it kind of is our business at this point, considering someone that was trying to get to us and find us was blown up right outside our establishment. That's kind of now our business.
And something
kind
was
of.
stolen too, so it'd be nice to get that back.
Yes. So, when it involves us, we're gonna look. We are adventurers.
And now there's money.
And there's no telling whether they'll come back after us again.
Although, this has given me another thought.
Go for it.
Our guy here, Nim, his name was, yes, this robot, or this construct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I can understand his want for a companion.
Don't
Theo,
even.
Hey Thornham, do you need...
you know what I'm going to ask, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Sorry, what's that?
I just.
Is either of you going to finish a whole sentence?
No, it's just, I didn't catch what Salty said. I didn't.
Oh, I said, do you need a nighttime companion, Thornham? Because I can assist you with that.
No, thank you.
Oh, I didn't mean myself.
Still no,
Are we trying
thank you.
to invite him to work
No.
for us in such?
No, instead I just wanted to inquire if Theo would be able to help him in that matter and
Make him a wife?
Don't.
make him something
Theo's
more
gonna give a shit.
stable, something less dangerous.
If you guys
Or
want to
assist
buy
him
a
with it.
talking horse,
See if that would be possible.
if you guys want to buy a talking horse,
Oh my fucking god!
you can get a companion for him. Up
Oh no!
here.
So,
Valetta
is looking in absolutely distraught with you guys that you're even still there. She's just like looking at you like...
Wait, no. Did Thornham seriously say that to Theo?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he will turn to Thornham and like he'll like graze his hand against Sarah before looking at Thornham and be like, these hands, they were made only for one special person in this world. They cannot be making two.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Isn't this like not your first one?
She's my first one of everything. That's a bit of a personal question.
No, not what I meant.
Not really the time either. We're in the middle of
Can we just
investigation.
clarify, is Sarah the first vaguely sentient
Auton-
robot automaton that
Yes,
Theodore has
she's
created.
the only thing he's ever worked on to this degree. Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Great,
Queen's B, I do know
and
what talking works.
Kai, carry on, sorry.
I
and-
learned so many things I didn't need to learn in that question.
Yeah, moving
Right.
swiftly on.
Nim, do you like work here at the church or anything? Or do you just live here?
He nods. To both.
We can get you a job here. You know, we can
He
get-
works here and lives here.
yeah, we can get him a job and a place to stay if he wants to. You know.
If you're lonely and want friends, we have things that you could do with people.
Yeah,
They'd
we
be
can have
happy
a
to welcome
ghost.
you as a friend.
He shakes
We
his
have way too many stupid things.
head and then rapidly signs a bunch of things to you. Valletta turns, and in his creation, he was built to only be able to go 30 foot away from the temple.
Ah.
That's not something that we have the understanding to disable.
Did you remove free will?
Nim
from
sort
the
of
robot?
signs again and says that he created the device that you're now holding, the umbrella device, in hopes to search for his companion, only to then discover that he couldn't go seeking her.
Ah. Well, it seems we have a construct to track down.
We have
Shall
a lot
we?
of things to do.
Valletta turns
Yeah,
to you and
one thing at a time, yeah.
I don't want to be too forceful, but the city's a large place. I don't know how well you are on terms with Savra Bellabranter or perhaps Celesta Silvermane, or perhaps the Order of the Gauntlet, but I think any of them might have a way of helping you. Anyone who's got a griffin that's available from the Griffin Cavalry, perhaps that'd be a quicker way of searching.
That's possible.
Unless
Well, that is a suggestion.
unless you can fly.
However, could you, since we have this new object, could you walk us around their church with it before we leave? Or is
Oh.
30 feet
It's
good, close enough, or big enough to
it
check
go
the church?
it works within 500 feet of an automaton.
500. Oh, okay.
However,
I thought it was
it's also
smaller than
triggered
that.
by Nim. So within 500 feet of the temple, if it's triggering, you don't know if it's Nim or her.
Ah.
As he put a
That
piece of.
might be an issue.
I'll give you this because I don't know what check to give you to get this piece of information. Nim put a piece of himself inside her. The tracker is realistically defined.
And he did. Way.
Fuck off. Basically, the device tracks that piece of him as well as like any other piece of him. Hence why it triggers with him and with her. Sorry, Salty, you were saying.
Right.
I'll turn to the draconic sorcerer lady, and I'll be like, since you can understand them, and I'll turn to Nim, can she speak the same way that you do with her hands?
She looks to Nim. He looks down and give me an insight check, Bono.
That is a massive 6.
Cool. He looks down, making a gesture of some sort that you don't understand. And then he shakes his head and signs something sort of reluctantly very close to him. Valletta sort of literally goes bright red. Like, this golden dragonborn just went apoplectically purple. And this is why we take tools away. Nim has breached the laws of automaton creation. Apparently, she will speak common.
Great. So she throws a bird at us, and then doesn't speak to us at all, and just
And
attacks
then-
us.
One last
And
question.
runs.
Do you have any idea why she would do any of the things that she's doing?
No.
Well, that's it. I guess we should go searching.
Okay.
Yang.
You do you? What's your plan?
Yes. Once we capture her, we figure out her
Oh.
motives, we pay her more, and then we hire her. Don't return her. Keep her.
Don't we need to find her first?
That's what I said. So after we find her.
But how do we find her?
You know what really
First
pisses
thought
off
comes
the
to mind.
DM?
Let's go to the Order of the Gauntlet and enlist their help.
Does anybody here have any contacts within the Order of Gauntlet?
Uh,
I can talk to a horse.
I think we should go into the Mad Mage maze, find the Mad Mage, and get him to help us.
Okay, Josh, I'm going to be really blunt. You can go into the dungeon whenever you like, but it's going to be a long time before you can get much further than the first level, as it's designed for level 5 characters. I know that Theodore's very excited about the maze, but it'd be wonderful if he had
He's
some
not
other...
particularly.
Or Josh is. It would be wonderful if he had any other suggestions too.
You know, DMs love it when we split up.
Yeah, sure, you can split up if you want, or you could go get the griffin that you're told about. Didn't somebody else get told to join the Order of the Gauntlet? They've
yeah,
got a
that's
griffin.
exactly the reason why I thought they'd be the best people to go to.
Yeah, why not?
How convenient that it all lines up that way, huh?
Imagine, it's
Almost
like a DM did
it's
some prep.
preordained.
Trees don't need
What a
help from the
fascinating
horses.
coincidence!
So, when you were messaged by the Order of the Gauntlet, the message came from one Savra Bellabranta, a female Tetherian human knight.
She was the one who was super heavily armoured and looked
Yeah.
like she could kick my ass in 2 seconds flat, right?
Oh, indeed, she invited you to the Halls of Justice in the Temple of Tyr, where you can be sworn into the Order.
Oh, yeah.
Is she attractive?
You don't know. She was wearing full armor last time. However, she did say that you would have to swear to do no evil and brook no harm to those that cannot defend themselves. So no
do
beating
no
up
harm.
kids if you
Yeah.
decide to take it on.
What is it under the umbrella of do no evil?
Well, my assumption would be don't go around murdering people or trying to be some deceiving, conniving little bastard who's trying to undermine the entirety of society or such.
I know
So
a guy
is
with a
it-
dragon egg like that.
Right. So
Yeah.
is it just so is it just extremes or is it
Yeah,
little
yeah.
things? No.
Well, you would assume it's extremes, but right now, it's only Thornham who's been asked, and you can ask those questions at the Temple of Tyr should you wish to go.
Ooh, I could ask her if she's pretty.
I can reuse
I
my
like it.
Gregorian chant
Did
music.
you gonna say you're gonna ask her if she's pretty?
Yep.
And I can reuse my Gregorian chant music. Do you want to go to the Temple of Tyr?
Sure.
Sick,
I'm
let's
down
go.
for the temple.
It's on my list of touristy things to do in the sea.
While he's on his.
Great. Off we go. Boom. You vroom across town. To where exactly? That is the question. I know what the music's like, but where is... Located west of the market in the castle ward, so quite a long walk actually, all the way halfway across town. Incidentally, I'm assuming that you're holding down your device while you go. Yes.
Sure, yes.
You head from east to west in the city, however, it doesn't trigger. At no point do you enter within 500 feet of any automatons, any nimble rights specifically. As you arrive, you see a huge temple. A shield is... no, rubbish. A sword and a scepter of law are crossed as the symbol at the top of the temple, and large marble pillars outline the front doors. You hear that there's a congregation in progress, but the Order of the Gauntlet, with a single sign of the fist, are actually a small building attached addendum to the left-hand side of the temple. Standing outside are 2 well-armoured knights.
Oh, that certainly looks like the right place then, if there's 2 armoured people right there. Let's head on over.
Okay. As you reach the front door, they both, in absolute, identical, perfect unison, wrap their hand twice upon their breastplate and look at you. The Order of the Gauntlet welcomes you. How might we be of assistance? They're not automatons. They're just really
Of
sad.
course, they're just extremely well trained.
Or sad, one of the two. Yeah, how might they be of assistance?
Afternoon. I'm assuming it's afternoon at this point.
It is indeed. It's about 2 o'clock.
Right. Yep. I'm looking to join. Put simply,
I'm
I was
ever
asked to
so...
come here by Savra.
Ah, I understand. We only recruit by invitation. So I'm afraid your companions will have to wait outside.
I'm here to worship Tyr.
Wrong door.
If we have,
And he points
Oh,
towards
yeah.
the temple entrance.
I'll go that way.
you know what?
Go
If
to
we
the
have to
temple entrance
wait-
too.
Kai, what did you say, sorry?
If we have to wait anyways, then while he's doing this, want to go to the Emerald Enclave.
That is absolutely hilarious, and for that reason I'm going to say yes. The Emerald Enclave is in the east side of the Southern Ward, which is precisely the exact opposite side of the city.
Great, great! I'm gonna turn into a bird and fly there.
Fantastic. Are you able to... What happens to the things that you're carrying when you transform into a bird? I'm not trying to fuck you over here.
I have no fucking idea.
No,
I
me
assume
neither.
things just
No,
like
just-
through it.
Shape, they transform with you.
It's wild shape. They just
They
transform,
transform
with,
with you.
creature.
Okay. Also, can you turn into a bird yet?
No, level 8. You can't fly into
Yeah, I
level 8.
think it needs to be level 8, Moon.
Okay,
He could turn into a bird
whatever.
that just. He
Okay.
could turn into a bird that just walks there.
I was really wondering this for the purpose of I wondered if you could just fly around the city, save yourselves paying for a griffin, and hold the contraption, but unfortunately all of those things seem to be impossible.
Things I learned from Tuesday.
You turn into a fabulous travelling form and speed across town like you've just turned into a stag in World of Warcraft as a druid.
Oh, if he wants to still be a bird, he could be like an ostrich because they can't fly.
Fuck me, an ostrich walking through the city won't be in the slightest bit suspicious.
Waddling around.
I like the idea that Kai is...
An ostrich.
I like the idea that Kai is transforming into all sorts of different creatures to entertain herself as she goes across the city. Regardless.
Wild shapes.
22 when they're out of combat, right? And they're irrelevant. Surely, you're just taking short rests in between each two.
I'll just stop every two.
Yeah, we never see him again.
Every couple of minutes, he just stops and is like,
Right.
Catching my breath from all the wild shaping, not even from the running.
Exactly. You arrive at the Falcon Mere in the Southern Ward, and we shall pick up with you shortly. Theodore, Thornham has gone into the Order of the Gauntlet. Bellinor has weirdly gone into the Temple of Tyr for no real reason.
yeah, I'm going with him. I'm going with him.
Fantastic. As you go in, you see all of these sort of various common folk and villagers with their heads bowed as 6 men in large armor sing like puffs, to be honest. I mean, you can hear them right now. In unison. Just, yeah, they're doing some sort of weird homosexual chanting like they're part of a cult.
Weird homosexual chanting.
I mean, isn't that how we describe what we're listening to right now?
I think
I
all
can't hear
paladins
it.
that follow Tyr
Oh.
actually sound weirdly homosexual.
Yeah, it's a
Specifically
Gregorian
Tuesday
chant.
ones. Especially Tuesday ones.
I'll leave Darth alone. He's only gay on Fridays.
Weird.
Anyway.
I gotta hear this now.
So, we will pick up back with Thornham in the Order of the Gauntlet. Just in case you guys are wondering why we haven't had a break, we're gonna cut the session a little shorter and have no break in the middle. So, if you're dying for a piss, just run away in the middle of session. Unless you're Thornham right now, because I'm engaging you in conversation. And as you enter in, you see Savra, indeed, the huge female knight. Okay, that makes her sound like she's fat as fuck. She's not. She's built. She's got biceps for days. Not unsure how much of her is underneath the armor. But you definitely see that she's got quite a beautiful face as she's got her helmet on the table in front of her. And her
How are your friends looking?
blonde hair is pulled to the side. And she looks at you and... Ah! Thornham! Pleasure. Welcome along.
Sakura. It's good to be here.
Well, I said I'd like to have you as part of our group. Are you ready to take your oath?
I am. I do have some questions though.
Oh, please, ask away.
So, I have no complaints against this in particular, but the do no evil part. What do you define as such rules for conduct with regards to that?
She looks at you patiently and... I don't. This is not a pact with me, nor a pact with my leader or the Order of the Gauntlet itself. It's a pact I suppose one might make it with Tyr, but most truthfully, it's a pact with yourself. These are our tenets, but how you follow them is your own choice.
That's
Obviously,
noble.
one who goes around killing innocents and stealing from the poor and
Oh, of
burning
course.
down
No,
cities,
that's-
we would assume to be evil. But in general,
Of
how you
course.
follow the Order of the Gauntlet is truly your own choice. That isn't to say I won't have jobs for you on occasion, and indeed, there is some work I need done fairly shortly. I know you have some companions you travel with. Whilst I'm not sure that they're all correct to be formally inducted into the Order, I'm more than happy for them to work with you on these quests.
I wouldn't be willing to go without them as my associates. They are people I truly do care about, and
Indeed. Friends of the family we choose for ourselves. Somebody should stick that on a fridge magnet. Shut up, Lucy's not here.
It's just an old man walking across the
He just started, Lucy! Goodness me, that is quite rude. He's disrupting the service. Regardless, we are ripping the shit out of you because we can hear you walking around shouting for Lucy. Or something. So where you become an old man NPC in the middle of the town, walking around, Lucy! Lucy! Where are
We
you?
were laughing at him telling us that I was interested.
No, we didn't bother with that. Regardless, she looks at you and, as I said, it's really an oath you swear with yourself. I have no formal requirement of you. We do, however, request that even on formal duty for the order, that you wear one of these. And with that, she gives you what is a sort of gauzy, no, rubbish. She gives you a silvered gauntlet.
nice.
And,
Looks flashy.
yeah, excuse me for a second. Interesting. Cool. I will say that if you were to swear this formally, as opposed to to yourself, you would be a paladin. Isn't that exciting? It says, creatures that swear this oath formally can take a level in paladin, next level. Well, fuck me! That's exciting, isn't it? Oh shit! Speaking of leveling, I'm really sorry, guys. I screwed you over earlier, didn't I?
Yes, give us a level.
I'm not gonna give you a fucking level. I'm gonna tell you how much XP you got for beating up a poor robot and its bird.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Two-
didn't even think we'd get it. for it, fair enough.
278 each.
Okay.
God, Josh, if you ask for a level one more fucking time.
You're gonna start leveling backwards. Regardless, she will look at you, and I did
Nice.
mention some work. I hope
270?
278.
278. Okay.
Yeah, she looks at you, and I hope you do understand that although the Order of the Gauntlet are more than happy to assist where possible, there is no formal reward for working for us. The reward is in doing the right thing.
That's
She's
understandable.
basically told you she'll never pay you. She'll cover your costs, but that's about it. You think the Emerald Enclave pay anyone? We'll find out in a minute.
Farmers do, though.
But she looks at you, and we hear that the Zents are paying gangs in the Field Ward to attack suspected Xanathar members. Fights are breaking out in the ward daily. Either stop a fight before it happens, or break a few skulls and bring one of them in. Preferably don't kill anyone.
So leave people alive
Yeah, but send a message, and make sure you're wearing the gauntlet when you do so.
and capture any of them I can and bring them here.
Just one will do.
Just one. And where was this again? Exactly, the ward?
The Field Ward.
Field ward.
My E key is not working. There we go. That's in the Forgotten Realms channel, if you missed that. If you miss any of it, or you want to remember it next week. In fact, while I'm at
So
it...
that's a Zentarim, yeah?
Yeah, while I'm at it... oh no, Cursor, where are you? Salty, that's there for you as well. Yeah, the Zentarim are paying them. But regardless, just break a few heads, stop a fight. I don't know. Punch some people. Do something useful. Throw your weight about, basically. See what you can do. And as I say, in exchange, you'll be rising through our ranks and you'll be doing the right thing. Don't forget that you did come here for a second reason, yeah?
Yeah. Well, that does sound like a good bit of fun. Bashing some heads and doing something good in the process.
Reasons. Went there for 3 reasons.
There is one other thing, though. There's a construct that's running a little rogue through the city, and we need to track them down, and
Indeed.
I heard that a griffin would be the best way of covering a wide area.
Oh,
If
interesting.
you have access to a griffin, we
Well,
could be very much in need of your services.
we could do each other a favour here.
Yeah, you could.
I have a griffin that's currently being trained to serve as a mount in the griffin cavalry, but isn't fully trained yet. That's not to say it's going to throw you off to your death, don't worry. But it is to say that perhaps it may benefit from taking a different rider to its current trainer. It will be most helpful, in fact. If you fancy meeting them at the Rivergate, where the training's happening, as long as Bone Snapper trusts you. That's an ominous name for a bird that's going to fly around the city, isn't it? Griffin. As long as Bone Snapper trusts you, you're more than welcome to make use of him.
So take your fancy new griffin out for a test ride and see how they handle.
Yeah, but
Right.
obviously tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Hope he
Right.
doesn't snap your bones.
Yeah.
And that was tomorrow or
Yeah, at dawn.
tomorrow at dawn.
You know, that's so weird because I heard that Griffin was a family guy.
Did you?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Jamal, there's a secondary piece of information I've just whacked in there with a bit of reveal underneath.
Right.
Just to give you guys an understanding, Kai, I've let you get away with this today, but to search even just going east to west in the city in Waterdeep would take you about 4.5 hours. So to search all the wards is going to take you like 3 days if you do it on foot. So it is still more efficient to go to sleep and then wake up in the morning and ride a griffin.
I wasn't going there to check for anything.
No, I'm saying...
Scared the Emerald.
No, I'm saying for that very reason, I was very happy to let you go the other side of the city and not make you wait 4.5 hours to get to the Emerald Enclave. But just in general, like, searching the city would take a long, long time by foot.
Okay.
And speaking of which, we're going to pick up with Kai as you arrive in Falconmere, and they're probably not playing this kind of music. Just a thought. Let me get some music.
Sweet.
Oh, sorry, this is really slowing me down. There we go. Cool. So, as you arrive at Falconmere, which tab? There we go. You notice that there is a gentleman outside, and he seems to be sort of wearing a deep green robe over brown leathers, and he sort of walks around. As you arrive in your, do you return to your gnomish form?
Yes.
He looks at you, and you notice that he's having a deep conversation with a pigeon.
Hello.
One moment, please. And he turns, and well, if that's everything, Severus, thank you very much.
Snape.
And he nods, and the no, not Severus, Zavras, Xavras. I've just realised what you said. Yeah, and the pigeon takes flight, and he turns to you, and I'm sorry, Zavras is an excellent contact, though occasionally a little willful. You must be Kai, right?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. You must meet the lady of the estate.
I would love to.
Let me take you along over there. It was I that sent you the message. I hope that it wasn't too cryptic.
I loved it.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Just been a bit busy not getting blown up and shit.
Well, indeed, not getting blown up and shit is most important. And with that, he says, should you wish to send me a message in future, here, there's a scroll for you. And he will hand you a scroll of Animal Messenger, which is the way he sent you the message.
Thank you.
And with that, he knocks upon the door of the manor of the Emerald Enclave at Falconmere and waits. After a moment, a gentleman opens the door and... Yes. Who comes? You see that as he turns towards you, there are no eyes in his socket.
Well, oh, sir. Hi, my name is Kai. I was invited here a few days ago.
Melanor takes a deep bow and... I'll take you to the lady.
Thank you.
And with that... Wait, what? She's meant to manifest as a light? Oh, fuck that. I can't be dealing with that. She's meant to manifest as a light and a voice. I can't be dealing with that. A stunningly beautiful woman with flowers instead of hair. Is sat in the conservatory looking out over the gardens. She turns to you and... Why, Kai, a pleasure to meet you. My name's Jareth. Jareth Falcon.
For guaranteed, I would run up and stare at the garden.
Okay. As you do so, though, please go ahead and give me a history check.
History check.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a fucking span of that one.
But I rolled a 16 for
Nice.
a 17.
It says, get your druids and your rangers to join the Emerald Enclave. As soon as they arrive, get them to make a history check. Like, fucking ridiculous. 16, did you say, for 17?
Sure why either one of those classes would have it.
Exactly, right? But nevertheless, you recognize this immediately to be Chosen of Maeliki, noblewoman turned demigod. That's probably why she's meant to manifest as a light and a voice. Jareth Falcon. Yep. So she was the Chosen Maeliki. She was a noblewoman. When it was her time to pass, she turned to a demigod.
That's neat.
She looks upon you and... well, it's such a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Here, I made you this.
So sorry, I get very excited about plants.
Oh, no, that's quite okay. Me too. But, well, this is important. Let me, I made you this. And she, shows you a small knot, sort of made of, plant, stems, that will manifest itself as a necklace for you, basically, with a knot in it. It is a charm of restoration. Now, I don't know if this is an item you can find immediately in D&D Beyond.
About to find out.
But if you cannot, the description is in the Forgotten Realms. Because she... Oh, nope, that is not a description of anything. Does it come up in D&D Beyond? Do we know?
No, I got a charm potion and a restorative ointment. The only things
so this charm has 6 charges. You can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells. Greater Restoration for 4 charges or Lesser Restoration for 2. Once all of its charges has been expended, the charm vanishes.
I assume there is no way to replenish them.
No. No, that is it.
Okay.
But she looks at you and... Well, I could see that you would be an asset to our enclave just by your joy in nature. But there is something that I thought you might be able to do.
Oh?
Should you ever need my assistance, by the way, you may always come and always ask. I will do what I can. In factual form, if you need pretty much any spell on the druid spell list, you can come and petition her to cast it for you. That sounds pretty cool to me. I don't know. But that's your payment, because you ain't getting money. It says any spell.
Like if I need a specific spell, I can just get it from her, or attempt to get it from her?
If the need arises, Jareth can cast any spell on the druid spell list. She will do this. a member of the Emerald Enclave can petition her to do so, which she is happy to do so if your character's renown equals or exceeds the spell's level.
That sounds nuts.
Well, once you reach level 8 renown and 9 renown, yeah, that's crazy. Right now, she can cast Druidcraft for you.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a cool benefit, and I don't know how I would confer that to you in a meta-breaking way, so I just thought I'd confer it to you straight as facts. Anyway, she turns to you, and there is a job that I'd very much like you to do for me, though. Well, I say for me, but it's truly not. It is the benefit of somebody who, well, the farmers and horses and even livestock that have been harmed. Outlying farms have been terrorized by a scarecrow that has come to life.
Well, that's concerning.
In fact, I believe there might be 3 of them. I don't know who cast the spell, but no people have been killed yet, and the city guard is dragging its heels because, you know, they don't have as much concern for the nature and wildlife as we do. Something must be done.
They don't seem to have much concern for anything.
It is such a shame, though I do believe that the tasks put upon them are so onerous that perhaps it is better to do nothing than to fail at what they wish to attempt. It can't be an easy job, being a god of the city. I'm not gonna lie,
be
I
willing
hate
to
this
agree.
bitch. The quest information is in there. I don't know, she just seems too nice and good and naturey and druidy, and fuck her. I hope someone runs her over.
What the fuck? She's a druid god.
Yeah, I know, but I love everybody else having a bit of attitude and sass. Like, at least the other one had big muscles, blonde hair, and liked beer. This one's like, oh, no, the chickens are dying. Go save them from the scarecrows. I'll give you some renown. Regardless, that's her quest. I mean, come on, Fala's so much more exciting, right? The alchemist girl. She's got some personality. This bitch is just boring. God, who likes goddesses?
She is the druid that ascended to godhood.
Yeah, she
do that
probably
by
did
being
the
an
right
exciting
thing.
individual.
Yeah, you're right. She probably did the right thing. A lot. How boring.
Tell her
Yes.
when to go to dinner.
No.
I don't think
I
that's a
have
Kai
my
thing.
boo.
Um,
I also have my boo that I'm pretty sure. I'm
Oh no,
falling
he
in
said.
love with
He said,
slowly,
"Tell her
but
that.
suddenly-
Tell her that Bellinor wants to take her to dinner." Is what he said.
Oh, I don't even know that Bellinor wants to
No.
fuck everything that walks currently.
And you, sir, are oblivious. Nevertheless, you are able to join the Emerald
Sure,
Enclave.
I have not paid any attention to that.
And it's fair to say that by the time that this conversation has finished, the druid woman says to you, "You may also make yourself welcome in our gardens if you wish. Walk among them, enjoy them. They are for the pleasure of everyone."
We lost Shira for the next year.
Shira's on
my
Tuesday.
friend-
Sorry, you said?
Would one of my friends be allowed to join me? She's a fellow connoisseur of the plants.
Oh, she is? What's her name?
Yes. God help me, I forgot her name.
Fala.
Fala. There we go. I had her.
The crux of the matter is, that she's going to turn around and say, Fala does some work with the Emerald Enclave, although a little different in nature. She provides potions for some of our, what do you call them? Useful people.
Druid?
No, I'm looking for, members. Thank you. For some of our members. There we go. Yes, servants is what was going through my head. I was like, I'm not looking for that word. She provides potions for some of our members. She will gladly join you. We gave her a couple of plants from the garden, a couple of seeds from the garden for her own garden. I understand that her greenhouse is quite wonderful.
Yes, and she gave me some seeds as well.
Bet
make
she
it-
did. What, hey?
Well, I was going to make a joke about spreading seeds and then realised she was the wrong character to do it. So Theodore's inappropriateness can pipe up in the corner. Nevertheless, as you join the
Spreading her
Emerald
seed all over my room.
and the rest of you all go about your... Fuck me, sorry, I didn't mean to punch the microphone. Go about your ways. Eventually, obviously, you're going to convene, say goodnight, all that shit. I think for the expediency of the session, we're going to fast forward to tomorrow morning. Is that all right by everybody?
I was gonna see if I could go do the thing for what's it called?
Oh, you want to go? You want to take your friends to go and punch some thugs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
let's
was
do that.
doing that.
Okay, we
Gonna,
can.
do something as well.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, we will stay in the present time. Somehow, Kai has managed to pull herself away from the garden plants. I don't know how, but I'm sure she can go back tomorrow. And meet you all as you meet over in the field district. Sorry, go on.
I have fucking self-control.
Yeah, but come on, a druid goddess is just... A druid goddess has just said, go and explore the gardens. Like, I wouldn't have turned up to help Thornham. But regardless, you all miraculously work out that it's the field district you need to turn up in.
Yeah.
And arrive there together. The field district probably doesn't sound like this.
No, probably not.
But Thornham, did you tell the priest lady that I wanted to take her out?
I might have.
Oh, good. What'd she say?
She didn't seem interested.
Damn it. Well, their church kind of seems a little homosexual, to be fair with you.
Oh dear.
This guy is
Why?
singing words.
Renee will pop up in the middle of nowhere and go, nothing wrong with a bit of flamboyance.
Oh, hey, look who it is!
Yeah, and he will be with you for this. He looks at you and, please, don't bring that debacle up.
How is...
What are we doing in the field district?
I don't quite know. Thornham?
We're doing Thornham? Good God, I'm out.
I would be out as well.
Me too.
I mean, I offered
back
to
to my
find him a
points.
companion, but apparently he doesn't want one.
No, sorry, Thornham. What are we doing here?
Right, so I'll give you a lowdown of what's going on. Bunch of Zentarim paying up gangs in the field ward here to attack anyone from, or suspected of being from, or with the Xanathar.
Renee turns to you. Oh yeah, that's happened over on the East Streets. Great fun if you want to throw some things at people.
Right, well,
We gonna watch?
we're not going to be watching. We're going to be getting involved a little bit. More so stopping a fight by bashing some heads if we need to.
Good gods, why? Have we joined the Xanathar Guild?
No, just stopping the Zentarim.
Why?
Well, they're attacking people, and, well, the Gauntlet want that stopped, so...
The Gauntlet?
Yeah.
You've
let's beat some heads, yeah.
joined a bunch of paladins?
Why
Ooh.
not? It's good fun.
He sort of, you see him pull his gloves on as if like to stop himself from getting dirty. And takes a swig from his hip flask and, very well, lead the way. East Streets, by the way.
Yeah. Right. So, we're not killing any. We're just bashing some heads in and taking one of them captive if we can and dragging them back to those paladins, yeah?
Non-lethal blows, got it.
Right. Good. We know the score. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Is it a problem if we kill them on accident?
Might be. I'd recommend not killing. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can, manage to, subdue some people rather than kill them. Right, Kai?
I will... Oh. Yeah. Sorry. Carry on, as you were.
Alright. We good to go?
I need a counter for this Rainier. Thornham, you're leading the way. Yeah. You come around the corner, and you see a bunch of thugs attacking what appear to be some sneaky fellows, some halflings, in the middle of the street. What are you going to do about it?
Let's take a look at these halflings. How do they look?
It looks like Rainier's gonna be doing nothing.
Why?
Because his sheet isn't on my extras anymore, and I can't seem to
Oh, dear.
find it added, a way to add it.
Oh, hold on. Josh. Josh, are you here? Josh, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you. Go to the link that I've just sent you. You see the campaign, right? Turn on content sharing. That should work. You will need to refresh your page first.
Do sidekick. No.
I can run it for today. It's not a problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you come around the corner. You see some halflings that appear to be Xanathar members.
Right.
Is it who we're after?
Looks like it. I'll reach into my pack, pull out the nice shiny gauntlet, stick that on my right hand.
As soon as you see the gauntlet, the halflings step into the shadows, and the group of the thugs turn around to confront you.
The hell's going on here?
As soon as they see the gauntlet. The man at the front yells, the gauntlet are here! Attack! Roll initiative.
Unlucky. Wanted to cast bless on us.
It's
I
working, by the way.
really hope
Oh, you
they
would have cast Bless before the battle, Moon. Like, as you saw the
yeah,
fight
I
break out.
Gave an inspirational speech, but while we were in the square forum.
I don't know, are you inspirational in any way whatsoever? I'm going to give you a charisma check.
You want me to give you a charisma?
Yeah, just a straight charisma check.
That's a natural 20 for a 25.
Oh, that's fortunate for you. Yeah, go ahead, make an inspirational speech.
Yeah, we're gonna fight for your guild so that everybody else fights for each other's. You guys are all, yeah, let's do this. Woo. 8 temp HP.
Good job.
I don't believe you. Boo. Say it
Yeah.
again.
Take 8 temp HP.
Except for
We do need to just rush it through for the sake of expediency. I'm missing Bellinor's initiative roll.
Sorry,
Josh,
it
do
was-
you
I did
actually
get-
do
I
any
did get the
attack
extra
rolls?
working, by the way, James.
All of Josh's rolls are attacks.
Yeah.
That was a nat 1
Sick.
for 5.
Kai, do I...
hope enemies have 1,000 XP.
Kai, who are you blessing?
Everyone but me.
Everyone but yourself. Okay, cool. That works. Yeah.
That's everyone. Well, everyone but me and Sarah.
Well, of course.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's including Sarah.
What?
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of second or higher, I get one additional person.
Okay, so everyone excluding Rainier and yourself.
Me and Renair.
Right, okay, yeah, cool. Sorry, it was the Rainier bit that was confusing me, because I thought by everybody you were including Rainier because you'd cast it with a second level spell slot. And then you said Sarah, and I was fucking befuddled.
Actually, yeah, probably I should do Renair.
Yeah, I think that might be a good shout. Although, technically, I think both are pretty cool.
Sarah does a lot of damage.
Yeah, so does Rainier, though. Oh, fuck, I don't know how to get to this. How do I get to this?
You know who
I
doesn't
did
do
get
a lot
the
of
extra
damage?
working, by the way, James.
You got it working?
I got it working.
Fantastic, because I can't find it anywhere.
Is
Because
he
I
gonna
don't...
roll his initiative?
No, he will go immediately after you. Sorry, Moon, you were saying?
So you know who doesn't do a lot of damage? Velvet.
Bellinor. And probably won't attack anyone. But
Yeah,
we'll
fuck
see.
it, we'll give it to Sarah. Sarah and
Sarah
Aaron.
and Renair. Fantastic. Theodore, you are up.
Right.
Um,
You are not Theodore. Shut the fuck up. Theodore,
Sorry.
you're up.
I
Sorry, do you want a
will-
brief description? Just really quickly. Let me just give you a brief idea. 1 and 3 look particularly tough. They're wearing like studded leather armor. They've got a sword and a dirk in their hand. 2 and 4 look fairly solidly built. 5 and 6 look like pussies and are holding bows.
It's not very nice.
It's true.
I mean, yes.
Sorry, are these bandits? Yeah.
They're thugs who caused fights.
So yeah. Okay, I will head on over to E1.
Oh, okay. You do so. By the way, is that 23 and nat 20 for initiative?
No.
Okay, cool.
And I will take a swing with my hammer
Cool, don't forget to add a d4.
if I have to.
You can add it every single attack, every single turn, so you might as well.
Oh, okay.
That's how Bless works. Super powerful
As
spell.
long as like main thing concentration.
That's a nat 20 for a 32.
That'll do it. 30 fucking 2. Jesus Christ.
Well, I have a +8 and then a +4.
No, not +4, Josh. Plus a D... Oh, is it +4? It's plus a D4,
No, it's
right?
a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4. It's a nat 20, so you don't need to roll it right now.
Got a 4! It's a
Yeah.
32.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a nat 20. It's going to hit anyway. Go ahead and give me your damage.
Shit, mate. 16. Yeah.
Shit, mate.
Well, it hits.
3 3s and 1 1.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
We should do the exciting crit roll. I might start introducing that, where you do base damage of a 2d6 plus 6 plus max damage.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
But anyway,
Yeah, I really want them to max damage me all the time.
yeah, it does go
You
both
rolled
ways.
too many nat 20s for that bullshit.
Yeah, terrifying crits.
Yeah.
Theodore, your bonus action, please.
Good.
Yeah, and then my bonus action, Sarah will fire.
Where is Sarah going to position herself?
Right where she is.
Then she will not be able to aim at E1, as she will not be able to do it through Thornham.
She's number 1, right?
Yes, and that is through Thornham, I'm afraid.
What she can't aim for E1's arm.
You want to roll a disadvantage, or do you want to move?
Fine, I guess I'll...
Okay, is she going left, or is she going to go right the other side?
Left.
Okay. So she moves over there. I was also noting that she's a little isolated, that's all. Cool, go ahead. Boop, boop.
She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no people around her.
Alright, show me how she winks.
She gets a D4 too, right?
She does, yes.
Okay. That's an 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. And that's...
Music's a bit tame, isn't it?
It's a little.
Let's go first.
That's 5 force damage.
Okay. Cool, does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay, bear with me a second. It is the turn of someone.
Probably me.
No. E5, gonna shoot a bow at... It's Sarah, I guess. No, at Renier, I guess. It's a crossroad, actually. I apologise. Well, that's the most irrelevant turn ever. Thought you're up.
Okay, gonna stroll up to E1. Get myself right between,
Yep, I'll move you in a minute.
yeah. Basically putting myself in a position to help protect Theo from E3 as well.
Mm-hmm. And then?
I'm going to headbutt the shit out of E1.
Okay. Are you actually making a melee attack, or are you going to hit him with the battle axe?
Well, if I hit him with the battle axe, there's a chance I might kill him, right?
No. You can make non-lethal attacks with your weapons.
Okay, then I will hit.
The dude's wearing armor. If you headbutt him, we're going to be here for a week.
Okay, then I'll hit him with the flat of the great axe then. Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Theodore?
Are we not killing?
You're not meant to be, no. The Gauntlet asked you just to crack some skulls.
Knock people out if you can.
I give you a full disclosure. You're trying to knock one out and get the rest below half health.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just won't win this fight.
Okay. Right, then I'm going to club this guy as hard as I can with the great axe.
Cool.
Am I rolling normal, straight, or advantage?
Advantage. And you have a d4 to add to your final total.
That's 25 to hit.
Yep, even without the d4, that'll hit. Go ahead.
I will use a superiority dice with this one as well.
Uh-huh. Why are you superior?
Because I hit with an attack, so I'm making a trip attack.
You're making a trip attack. Okay, that's why you are
Yeah.
superior. Yes?
Yeah. So, the attack with the weapon is going to be... I can re-roll that because that's a 2, I'm pretty sure. under my great weapon master. No, not great weapon master. What was it? IA can reroll 1 or 2 on damage dice, two-handed melee. So that is going to be 12 damage. The blunt of my axe.
Mm-hmm.
And the superiority dice will be a D8 on top of that as well. I'm pretty sure. That's going to be total 20 damage.
Okay.
And it has to make a strength saving throw, DC 15.
He will do so, and he will get a 6.
Right, he's knocked on his ass.
Okay, as he falls down, you see he's more frustrated that he looks like a prat because he's fell on the floor than by the fact that you just hit him with a great axe.
You're going to stand down?
Apparently I'm going to sit down, but stand, I think not. Does that complete your turn, Tom?
Very well then. That does.
Okay.
Actually, no. No, it won't complete my turn. No, actually. No, I'm going to second wind, actually.
You're going to second
wind action
okay,
surge,
yeah,
sorry.
please do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's go and club him again while he's on the ground.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
That's going to be D4 on top of that as well, potentially, right?
Please. Yes.
Yeah, that's an 18 to hit then.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that's going to be a 13.
Okay, he's wounded. Does that conclude your turn?
That will conclude my turn, no.
Okay, cool. At this point, E2 will take a step over. And he will attack you with advantage as he is flanking. He swings once with his scimitar. It's a 24 to hit you.
Okay, that will hit.
It's 4 slashing damage. 14 to hit you.
14 will not. I'm going to react to that though.
Okay.
I'm going to riposte.
Okay.
So that will be a... Wait, was that with an advantage, that one? Okay, no, it is an advantage. Okay. Okay, so no, a 9 won't hit. Because I can't add my D4 to that now because that's used.
Cool.
Okay, no, the riposte misses as well.
Okay, E4 will move up. Shank you in the back. He is going... Actually, he's not going to shank you. He's going to try and bludgeon you over the head with a mace. That is a 22 to hit you.
Okay, that hits.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
And that is a 18 to hit you.
Okay, that hits as well.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
E1 will use half his movement speed to stand up. Will slash once at you and twice at Theodore. His hit at you is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Theodore, an 11 and a 23 to hit. I assume the 23 hits.
Yep.
6 slashing damage. And then E3 will attack you in the back, Thornham.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Nope.
24 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
6 damage. Fuck,
Ow,
I forgot to
okay.
roll at advantage. 13 to hit will miss, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Kai, you're up.
Holy shit, I get a turn.
I know, right? Sorry, they all rolled the same initiative, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's literally 15, 14, 13, 12.
Anyone looking particularly hurt there?
I am.
Yeah, Theodore's just been... Thornham's just been bopped. He's got 5 HP.
Will.
Yeah, because I actually meant to be standing alongside Theo, but then you put me like right in the middle, which is like...
I can do
that's
that. It would have made absolutely no difference.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, E2 and E4 both wouldn't have been able to hit me, but... oh well, doesn't matter.
I've moved everybody how they would move if you had have lined up next to Theodore. Kai, what are you doing?
Have we beat up any of them yet?
E1 is wounded.
Okay, can he make a deck save from me?
Nat 1.
Great. It's 3 radiant damage for him.
Ah, a huge pillar of radiant flame comes down.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Dealing 3 radiant damage. I'm assuming you're healing wording then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, congratulations! I rolled double 1, so here's 11 HP for you.
That's still a big lot of HP though, right? That's
still
you,
a lot for double
Thornum.
1.
Yeah, Thornum, 11 HP.
Yep, got it. Thank you.
Okay, Kai, you want to move? Are you quite chill? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm chill.
Okay, Bellanor. This is the lowest initiative Rene has ever had in his life. Go ahead.
Theo, Thornum, I'd tell you to cover your ears, but I don't think that'll help.
Why would you hit them?
Because I want to hit E3, E2, E4, E1.
Okay, but you can hit... It's 15-foot radius, right?
10.
10. Yeah. You can hit E6, E2, E4, E1, and not your allies.
Oh, fine, we'll do it there. Boring.
Okay.
Constitution.
E1's con save is a 13. What's your DC?
DC is a 15.
Okay, so that's a fail. Fail. A fail. Fuck me.
You're rolling 5.
Wow, you sound like
I'm
Bellanor
rolling
right now.
4.
Jesus.
I'm rolling 4. What?
Hit
Oh, the fuck
E6,
me.
E5, E2, E4, and E1. That's what you said.
No, I said 2, 4, 1, and 6, or
Oh, yeah.
2, 4, 1, and 3. Yeah, I did
okay.
the... Yeah.
3 fails.
Everything was a fail.
Oh, good. I don't need to cast the other thing.
Damn.
Don't you cut my words.
I was going to. That is 20 damage.
Cool. Okay, E6 is officially shattered. He didn't even get a turn, the poor fucker. As he falls unconscious to the ground. Nobody else seems massively annoyed. E1 is looking... Actually, E1's looking rough. The rest of them, they've seen better days.
And I'll turn and I'll look at Thornum and they'll say, swing your blade a little bit better than before. Consider yourself inspired.
Better than before. Good luck beating a nat 20 this turn, Theodore.
He missed on his last, his riposte.
It's on a riposte, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're doing that on Thornum?
Yeah.
I thought you said Theodore. My apologies. And then, yeah, if that concludes your turn, Rainier.
Rainier will pull out his short bow and he will take a shot at E2.
That's remarkable. Is he going to move to achieve that?
He's gonna... Yeah, I'll move off
Cool.
to the side.
Yeah.
Darn. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'll hit.
For 10 damage.
Does that include sneak?
He doesn't have sneak.
Oh,
According to the sheet, he doesn't have sneak attack
Fair
or
enough.
anything of the sorts, yeah.
okay, cool. You have got a psychic level 3, right? Not a psychic level 1.
Yes, he's psychic level 3. He does
Okay.
not have sneak
Weird.
attack.
I must have got it wrong. Okay, does that conclude his turn?
Yes.
Theodore, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing at E1.
He's looking very, very, very hurt.
Good.
Are you aiming to kill him? Specifically been told not to by the Order of the Gauntlet and by Thornum.
Then I guess no.
Okay, cool.
That is a 28 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
That is 14 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you see,
I'm just gonna like raise my hammer and then just go boop. I think.
you see E3 calls out, "The captain's down! Maybe we ought to think about getting out of here." Yeah, bonus action, please, Theodore.
Yeah, then Sarah will shoot a beam at E3,
Okay.
which will be 19 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 4 force damage.
Yep. Okay, he looks unfazed. So that concludes your turn, Theodore. Thornham, you're up.
Out of E2, 3, and 4, who's looking the most beat up right now?
None of them look particularly hurt.
Okay, then I'll just try to give E4 a closh around the head with the great axe.
They have taken 20 damage, but they don't look particularly hurt. Okay, go ahead.
Is that for advantage or just a regular?
E4?
Yeah.
No, no advantage. I don't know why I asked E4. You won't have advantage on any of them. They're flanking you, not the other way around.
Yeah. That's 19 to hit.
Use your bless.
Okay. 22 to hit.
I'll hit.
Jesus, okay, he's tanky.
No, I don't want to give anything away, so I'm telling you to use your bless because you should be using your bless.
Yeah, okay.
11?
Right, 11.
Okay, yeah, he looks a little annoyed.
You're also
I mean, I guess
inspired.
I'm also going to use my superiority die
True
to
story.
try to knock him on his ass as well.
Okay.
That's going to be a further 8 damage. It's 19 in total.
Okay, he now looks very wounded.
And strength saving throw at the guy, please.
Oh, roll.
Did he-
Roll.
Did you use inspiration?
No, he didn't.
Not yet.
You keep
Um,
forgetting about the bonuses that my inspiration had.
Yeah.
I didn't feel
No,
like I
he
needed
keeps
it,
forgetting.
I haven't used it yet.
15 on the strength save.
Yeah, with DC 15. I guess he just makes it, huh?
Okay, yep, he meets it. Thornham, anything
okay.
else?
Yeah, I'm gonna second wind real quick.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 HP for me.
Okay.
That will be my turn.
Okay, E3 is going to attempt to he's going to use his action to attempt to impose disadvantage on your opportunity attack if you take it.
Okay.
E2, E4 are going to run. Theodore, you may take an attack of opportunity against E4 if you wish.
Yes, please.
Straight roll.
This is 17.
Including bless.
Yes.
He will use his blade to knock your blade aside as he runs. He will parry.
I will also be making an attack of opportunity against
Yeah,
E4.
I know. Against E4?
Yeah.
Okay, E3 is going to try and sort of cut you off. He's used his entire action. So you will be rolling at disadvantage, Thornham.
That is... It's a D8 on bless, right? Or is it D6?
D6 right now.
Okay, that D6, right. That's a 16 to hit.
Oh yes, and I'm gonna need. Who's the lowest health person in that group of 3?
Oh, E2.
All right, E2 is gonna make a Constitution saving throw for me.
7?
He's going to take 3 lightning damage, thunder damage.
I'm not sure he noticed. Sorry, Jamal, what was it to hit?
16 on E4.
Yeah, he'll parry that. He has already
Oh, parried
parried.
twice? Okay.
No,
Right.
it's... Oh, actually, that's a good question. How does parry work? Let's read it. Sorry, it's against one melee attack. Yes, a 16 will hit.
Okay, then I'm going to try to club him
Yeah,
down.
I
with
was
great
thinking
axe.
it was
It's gonna be
like shield.
12 damage.
Ooh, okay, so E4 is unconscious. E2, E3 are going to run, and you hear him call, "Archers!" And out of the windows of the buildings above, you see 6 men with heavy crossbows pointed on you. Back it up now. Back it up. Any further, the Zentarum will stop you.
Fine. We're taking these, though.
You can have that one, and he gestures towards E4.
I'll
He
take
gestures
the
towards
cap
E6.
instead. We've got
You can
it.
have him too. You're not taking Cap.
So these 2 ruffians...
He's offering you 2 ruffians, but he's not giving you his captain.
You really value your captain, huh?
Let's just say that I don't like the one that would replace him.
Alright, you got yourself a deal. I'll take these two. You have your captain back.
I thought we were going to have another Theodore with no arm moment. When they're like, no, and I'm just like, great, I've got to roll 6 heavy crossbow attacks with advantage. With this horrible stat block I've been given. Like, it's terrifying. I was like, no, don't do it!
I quickly realised, 6 crossbows, it's too many hits for me to warn.
You would die, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, but still. Okay, go ahead and take 288 XP each.
How much,
Nice.
sorry?
288 XP each. 288.
Ooh, that's a nice jump.
I have no idea how close you guys are to leveling, so it's quite exciting. I will give you the XP for this now, even though technically you need to take them to her.
We're pretty close. What do you mean?
And 300! Jesus Christ! 300 XP each for completing the quest.
Now we only need.
Now we're getting close.
Now we only need 340.
Oh, nice. Cool. Well, if you complete Moon's Quest tomorrow and the Griffin and whatever. Yeah, it's cool. It's really nice not having a clue. Yeah, so 300 XP each for completing the quest. And I'm going to ask you to keep track of this in your notes on your character sheets, please. What?
I thought you were going to...
Hold on. Thornham. No, he will just level when you do. Rainier will... Oh, I should have divided by 5. Oh well, whatever. I think you just got an extra like 40 XP. Who gives a shit? Thornham, you will need to keep track on your notes of your character sheet that you are now Order of the Gauntlet Renown 1.
Sure thing.
Congratulations. And next session, we'll give you another quest for them.
Fantastic.
As we'll roleplay taking the ruffians back next session. I just wanted to give you the XP now and the renown because it's easier. And I'm afraid we are going to end there. We won't have time to do the other things that I know. Bellinor, you want to pick up pretty much where we left off, right?
I just want to go back and do the interview and get the information from the chick, that's it.
Oh, you said there was something you wanted to do before we fast forward to the following day.
That was going to be the night of, because I needed to interview the bard before she started performing the attack.
Oh, you want to find out what the bard has found out from the horse to then talk to the... Yeah, cool, great. That can all be roleplayed next session. Fantastic. Marvellous. And with that we will end. So we come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. Probably not to be done to battle music, so let me fix that. Who went last? Moon? I think you were the last.
Yeah, I was the last one.
Most, with all the luck in the world. Moon. Your MVP.
My MVP is that one of us always makes sure that we have a Jamal when we're introducing our characters. It's just become a thing of the party.
And it's no longer me.
Salty?
I think I'm going to have to give it to the timeless tradition that has become a part of this campaign of every single time that Theodore introduces his wife, they point and they look at Kai, and then we point.
That's the first time anyone has said I was his wife, and I almost barfed in my mouth.
Usually
they look.
They usually just get confused.
They'll
But
look around
yeah.
and get confused. Yeah, I love the timeless tradition of nobody knowing and then being like, "Oh," after we point at it.
He's special.
So not looking forward to that becoming a
No,
fucking
I think that was a one-off just because you guys like entered together, right? Mr. Edison and Mrs. Edison. Josh, your MVP?
My MVP would definitely have to be Kai asking Theodore if Sarah took his virginity.
Never asked that fucking question.
It's the question that was answered.
Yeah, I know, but god damn it.
Yeah.
And Jamal.
I've got a
Great to
few.
ask questions.
First one's gonna have to be Salty's character being forever horny, wanting to get with every single woman going.
Mm-hmm.
I think the constructs thing was really interesting as well. The way that they're like the way that we just automatically assumed that it just wouldn't have been an actual construct, and then it turns out, oh wait, no, it's a construct that's been made by another construct that's gone kind of apeshit. What's that? Sorry.
Oh, I had another one when you're done.
Oh no, yeah, do yours real quick, and then I'll do my main one.
The fact that everybody shit on Salty saying he wasn't going to do any damage, then does 80 damage in a turn, get fucked.
Yeah, oh my god, that was an amazing
Yeah,
shout.
AoE's a good thing. By the way, if just in case you're wondering how thick the lady from the Order of the Gauntlet is, her artwork's in the Forgotten Realms channel. She thick.
Also, in fairness,
Holy
Wes wouldn't
shit.
have helped you with what you did.
Yo,
In my way, dog.
she's that.
Sorry, Jamal, and your main one?
And the fact that you gave an opportunity for a Theodore moment, and I just immediately declined it. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you can have your captain. I'll take these. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for the most part, I follow the book. Occasionally, I take a little step here and there. They wanted you to get these to half HP. I think you would have done that in, like, a round. So I had you get them a little lower, but it did mean that there was a good chance that some of them went down, which is why the captain then has to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying that we're just doing side quests. It's great. We're not following the main story of anything. We're just doing side quests.
I have no idea what the main story is, to be honest, at this point.
Of course, well, neither do I, because I don't know which book we'd be doing, but I've thrown you towards various different main quests, and we're currently doing the Renown quests. Technically, you do have a main mission, right, which is the following morning you're going out.
Was just on the way to one of the main ones, so that
But
worked.
the following morning you're going out to look for the construct to cast Fireball at your house. That's probably the main quest, really, I guess, at the moment. But yeah, I love how much variation there is in this campaign. I love having books, but I really should pre-read some stuff. Obviously, it's difficult because I never know where you're going to go or what you're going to do, and I do try and pre-read with the books, but I was a little thrown by the construct that created a construct, but then isn't that construct that throws a construct in the beginning of the fight. That's sort of, my brain was like, who's fighting who?
Yeah,
and obviously I wanted to nod to Sarah as well, right? So there were 4 constructs in my head at the same time, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you know what Darth's gonna have to be dealing with.
No,
in
you're
the,
one construct.
Role campaign.
Yeah.
I will soon be 3 constructs bare minimum.
Oh, that's okay. Your telephone's ringing. Regardless, I think there is where we shall end. What day is it?
Friday.
It's Friday. Yes, it is.
The 21st.
Tends to be Friday on the Friday campaign, just thought I'd let you know.
Well, Friday the 20th. It's now Saturday the 21st. So, yeah, enjoy.
Yeah. So we're gonna end there. So if you guys would like to say goodbye,
Goodbye.
Bye.
we shall see you soon.
I refuse.
You do